the now and here. Gaming tales you need to hear. Laugh and shout and sometimes sneer. Memories from all those years. Console wars and secret tips. Tips and tricks from pixel trips. News that pours from gaming sips. Critical minds and candid lips. And Generation X gaming show. Tune in where the thoughts flow. Rant and rave with words that glow. Weekly stories make them go.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another day, another week, another episode of Generation X Gaming, the weekly podcast that goes over a few of the top stories of the past week, and we rant along the way. I'm your host, 30NSG, and joining me each and every single week is Sgt Mclusky. What's going on, bro?
Is today the 5th?
Today is the 5th.
Okay, because I thought it was the 12th.
But if it was the 12th, then we would be doing our 500th show, and that's on the 13th, actually, because I'm pretty... No, today's the 6th. Today's the 6th.
Wow.
Yeah, today's the 6th because our 500th show is next week on the 13th.
So I did a belated birthday dinner for me with some friends, and I
Like
think
2.5 weeks afterwards?
I think we had way too much tequila.
You think you had way too much tequila?
Yeah.
When was that like today?
Yeah, it was yesterday.
Oh, okay. Oh, that makes sense. Because you didn't show up at the 8:30.
I was home already. Dinner was early. My friends have a kid. They can't stay out late.
Why is Sarge pink? It's because he's been drinking, it looks like. I'm assuming.
I've been messing around with my settings, but I got to be honest. I look in the mirror. I don't even know what color I am anymore. So I'm going to go with pink for now.
Okay.
My camera's having issues, and I set myself perfectly fine 20 minutes before the show started. I had a normal complexion, and then because I was stuttering so much, I reset the program, and when I came back in, I'm pink.
So, Sarge is streaming from the moon today. He's going to stutter and pause probably throughout the thing. Jesse Mack says, my birthday is on the 13th. Well, happy birthday early. And then next week, 500th show.
I mean, he's going to try to birthday bomb the show, probably.
Yeah. Utah to Okatusu. I butchered it. I do remember you. And I still butchered your name. I do. It's Utah to
Utah to
Okotusu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got it. Utah to Okotusa.
There you go. See? I do remember you. On today's show, Sarge, for episode 499, we're going to be talking about Steam devs saying Google AI leaked upcoming content. We're going to be talking about Destiny 2 modder is making cut content playable again. We're going to talk about our predictions of Spider-Man that we did a couple of weeks ago, and now we're going to talk about Spider-Man's record-breaking box office as well. We're going to talk about BMW in the news because they're sending ads to people's cars. We're going to talk about the Nintendo Switch 2 sales for year over year since last year. We're going to talk about Marvel Rivals could be adding something. We're going to be talking about EA Sports and EA. Well, basically everything EA because that finalization went through, Sarge. So we'll talk about that as well. We're going to talk about Xbox and Halo, new systems, what they're bringing features in. What does it mean for Xbox Helix going forward? We're going to talk about vinyl records, Sarge. I know it's kind of weird, but it's physical media, and they took a page out of the video game handbook, and we'll talk about what that is for vinyl records. We're going to talk about Ubisoft. We're going to talk about PlayStation PC wall faces new threat as PlayStation 5 emulators chase Demon Souls down. We're going to talk about Escape from Tarkov made a problem and is selling the solution with a paywall. We're going to talk about FIFA World Cup refractor games get let go. We're going to talk about Xbox disc to digital. And we're going to talk about Netflix doing a deal with Rockstar for a premium trailer.
I don't understand what that is.
Yeah, so we'll talk about that and a couple other stories. If you guys like what we do this Monday through Thursday from 10 o'clock in the morning. Nope.
It makes no sense.
That's the wrong show. If you guys like what we do here, we do this Monday or Thursday nights, 8 p.m. Eastern, every single week. Generation X Gaming, weekly podcast that goes over a few of the top stories in the past week, and we rant along the way.
Looks like I picked the wrong week to stop sniffing glue.
Yeah. Oh, that reminds me, Sarge. I'm wearing the new merch. I ordered the shirts, right? Very comfortable, right?
So if you guys want to pick up, I got this shirt.
That's 250 years. That's not my shirt.
Yeah. No, but it's a cool shirt.
But the shirt, very nice, right? I didn't know. I had to purchase some of my own gear to see the quality of it. It just came in the mail when I was gone last week. So very comfortable, right? It's like nice quality. The silk screen doesn't feel like caked on, you know what I mean? Like talking about where it just feels like very stiff. It's very, very bendable, you know what I mean? Like it's very like it feels.
Would your wife and or girlfriend steal that shirt to sleep in?
100%. That's how soft this is. Here's the shirt that I want to show you that they'll really this is a very soft shirt, and this is a couple of you guys out there are trash nights. Yeah, this would be a perfect shirt to pick up.
Oh yeah, that should be given out as a prize in this chat.
This is a very comfortable shirt, right? Trash night shirt.
Yeah, we'll be talking about any topic, then all of a sudden out of nowhere, trash night just appears.
Then we have a blank shirt. No, I'm just kidding. We have no pre-orders. This is the new updated version. This is the no pre-order, no day one, no full price for a half-ass game shirt right here. You can pick that up as well. I haven't been drinking. I don't drink water. I've been drinking coffee. And then we have next week we have the Generation X Gaming 500th episode. So you can pick that up and help support the channel as well. We also have it in a hat, fitted, flex fit, very comfortable, very smooth. The quality is very, very good. And then we also have the 30 and Still Gaming merch for the mug. And then we also have the 500th version, or the Gen X 500th episode. And sorry, it's blurry, but you know.
I probably should get that one.
So there you go. That's all the merch. Oh, and I guess I could do this. Hold on a second. I could do something. This right here. Little box that just appeared up on the screen. You can scan that with your phone. But if you're on your phone, you're fucked. You can't scan it while you're watching on your phone. But if you're not watching on your phone, you can scan that QR code. We'll leave that up for a little bit, and you can go check out the merch over on that. Or you can go in the description down below, and you'll see the apparel merch link down in the description. So, sorry, it's been a week. Anything exciting happened before we get into what we've been playing? Did you do anything exciting? Did you do anything?
Exciting? No. I had dinner with friends and a 2-year-old. That was exciting.
Excited because of the 2-year-old, or just exciting to get out?
I mean, when your friends have a kid, or you have to make accommodations, right? So they said he was going to be good. I assume a 2-year-old's not going to be good. So I had Hot Wheels cars in my pocket. And so I waited. I waited for the precise moment where he was about to lose his shit. And then I did the little magic hand thing, and the car appeared. And then it was basically like giving him like a pill. And he just kind of went down. He just started playing with the car on the table. Right? Then he got bored of that car. And that was like,
wanted you to do another trick.
That was like an hour in. So like an hour in is good. Like a car per hour is good. And then I pulled out another car.
Yeah. Another magic trick.
Yeah. Another car.
That's it. That's the exciting.
I mean, I don't know what to tell you, man. Work.
I mean, if I was 2, that would be very exciting.
Work. All I'm doing is working, man. It's head down, working, investing money, staring at a screen for 6 hours a day. This is all I'm doing. No time for anything else. And when I play a game, it's something that makes me have to think really hard about the game, because I don't want to think about anything else. So that's why I play like a lot of the RTSs and the strategy games, because then my brain turns off of all the other stuff I'm doing.
I took a vacation, on an impromptu vacation, because I already did my vacations for the summer, but we had to go up to Wisconsin for family business.
Wisconsin. I had to go to Wisconsin.
Wisconsin.
Did you bring back some cheese?
No, we brought back some sweet corn. Yeah, we brought back some sweet corn.
Yeah.
Man, the fields, the corn stalks were like 8.5 feet tall. Very good this year for the sweet corn. And most of it is just for cows, because that's what they use for the feed and stuff like that.
For feed.
Yeah, so we were up there for 5 days. What a completely and utterly different like time. Like you go there to get to where we have to go is about an hour and 10 minutes, and all back road country roads, like to get out into the middle of
Nowhere.
BFE. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it's just amazing. Like we go there once a year.
Yeah, it's called the heart of America. It's where the food comes from. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. People glorify the cities and the skyscrapers. That's great. But the minute the middle of the country turns off the food supply, all it is a bunch of rotten metal. That's all it'll end up being.
Everything closes at like 5. Like, and everyone there is like super, super nice. Everyone's just
because nobody there is trying to stab each other. That's why.
Exactly right. We had some good talking with the neighbors and stuff like that, and they have their own shit going. You know what I mean? Like they have a big family because all the kids are working the farm and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's how it went. That's exactly correct.
It was good times. 5 days, and then I got back yesterday, and it's just like the very first car I saw on the road, I wanted to run him off the road because I was like, what? Why are you there? Like guy just left lane, cuts all the way across to the right lane because he forgot that the exit was 10 feet away.
I'm gonna try to invest in this year for Christmas for my own Christmas gift because I don't want anyone to have to spend a lot of money on me. But I want
is it a plow to put in the front of the car? So you like a
no. I want the high definition traffic camera in the car, the one that see front and back.
No,
because I want to make sure anybody hits me, whatever else. I got film footage. Anybody, anything, you know what I mean? Like I'm tired of all the guys trying to do the insurance scams. They jam the brake in front of you, all that kind of crazy shit. So I need to have a good camera.
If you guys are watching, you could be watching on the vertical version. It does say vertical version in front of the title. There is a normal version as well. Again, lots of people. It's about a 3-to-1 ratio, but there's about 150 to 200 people that watch the vertical version, and then there's about 300 to 400 people that watch the regular version. So it's out there for you guys to watch. All right, so let's get to what we've been playing. Uh-oh, where's my thing? There it is. You know, Ron, I would love that. Next week's episode, GXG, will premiere on Netflix 6 hours before YouTube.
It doesn't make any sense. That whole thing doesn't make sense.
Talk about that later. Yeah, I don't get it.
I'm still trying to be like the corpo, and I'm trying to figure out why I would do that. I'm still trying to figure it out.
Yeah, well, don't talk about it now. We'll talk about it later. So, any new things you've tried or played this week besides the Halo last night that we played?
I mean, I went through Game Pass. I didn't see anything I was really interested in. I mean, I played a little bit of the Vampire Survivor. Some of the new characters I played. Otherwise, I'm still grinding away on Company Heroes 3 because they had that new thing come out, and so the final stand, I wasn't interested. I looked at it and I'm like, it's really not worth. I think it's like $30 or $25. It should just be some kind of DLC added to the game. It's almost like a standalone thing they want you to pay for. It's all right, but still RTSs. I'm still playing RTSs. I looked at the possible download of the complete GTA with the modders. You know which one I'm talking about? Where the guys have it, where everything's connected, right? So the modders have this. I'm thinking about getting it because in case Grand Theft Auto 6 is a shit show to start with, and I'll have something just fun to play with. But I think it's kind of cool that they put the insert for the rest of America in there, and they have Vice City, Liberty City, and then you know what I mean. Like it's cool the way they did it. I think modders have the upper hand coming up very soon. I mean, after all this nonsense with the firings and the games not being able to release and time delays and everything else, I think the modders are going to have a field day because people are going to just play things that they make, that in indies.
Dupla says, is 30 rich? He goes on vacation every few weeks, yet he can't pay for my child support. Well, first, you're not my child. And two, that's exactly why I can go on vacation, because you're not my child. I only have one child, and we don't have 2 children. We live in a very, very comfortable house that built in 1942. We're the farthest from rich that could possibly be. I can assure you that.
I mean, rich would be a couple different things. Wealthy, Chris Rock said it best. He says that
I ain't wealthy either.
No.
I'm not
Chris
wealthy
Rock.
or
Chris
rich.
Rock said it best. He's like Michael Jordan back in the day when he was playing basketball.
Michael
He was
Jordan
rich, but the guy signing his
Signing the
check
check
is
is
wealthy. Right. So same type of deal. Like you could be rich in many different ways.
Dupla says he keeps denying it. We look alike. We look absolutely nothing alike. If you want, I can show you. I can show them a picture of you. If you really want to, Duplas, I can show them a picture of you. I have no problem with that. I have a picture of you and me standing next to each other.
I mean, I am playing through. I'm still playing through the GTA series. So right now I'm probably about halfway through San Andreas.
That's a big game. That's probably one of the bigger games that are out there.
I mean, it is. I think I'm not sure if I locked up the game or I crashed something, but I'm at a part in the game in San Fierro right now where there's no missions on the board at all. 0 missions. I've done everything, and it doesn't say to go to Las Venturas. It doesn't say to go somewhere. It doesn't say to wait 3 days. So I think maybe either I broke it or cracked it or something happened. And so I'm basically just wandering around until I get a phone call or something happens. You know what I mean? I think the game locked up somewhere.
Yeah,
it's a glitch in the continuation of the actual game. Yeah. So listen, I didn't buy it when it first came out for these kind of reasons. It's been a while. I got it for really cheap.
Yeah, alternatives, you got to start from scratch again. Yep, broken, buggy game, got to start from scratch.
Did you hear about that guy who was playing through all the Grand Theft Autos, no dying?
No.
And if he died, he's got to start over. That's
from the one. So if he played GTA 3 and then Vice City and then San Andreas,
and he died
in San Andreas, he's got to go back to. Oh my God!
Yeah.
How long is he still alive?
I didn't want to check back on him because I got anxiety just listening to him talk. I was like,
is he only got to do
you know how many stupid things happen to you when you're doing a mission?
Oh yeah,
especially in the first couple because you can't swim.
Is he going 3 miles an hour down the road so he doesn't get it?
Right, you know what I mean? If you accidentally go into the water or something happens, you die accidentally. You got to start over. I applaud people's crazy goals for fun. But at the same time, damn well if you're a person that played one of those games, that the number of miscellaneous nonsense that happens in those games to restart your run because you decided that's the run you wanted to do is absurd. Absurd.
I can never do stuff like that, with no die runs and stuff like that. That to me is not enjoyable.
Yeah, I'll turn not from the save point, from the beginning. From the beginning.
Yeah,
he's playing them in chronological order. So
we should do that with Halo. All right, well then we have to start over.
Fucking madness, dude. I get it. People are bored. They want to.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, I can't do it.
Did you watch all the specials that they had over the last couple of weeks about the guy who did the perfect Tetris run?
No, haven't seen that.
I thought that was fascinating. I know it sounds because I'm into that kind of shit. I like the nerddom level up to 10. Somebody got a perfect Tetris run, which is meaning that you got the error screen and you got nothing but Tetrises, and you started on level 18, I think is what it is. So the game goes pretty quick because you don't start from level 1. You start at level 8. Is it 18? No, I'm sorry. It was 12. I think it's 12 or 13 they start at. They start at 12 or 13.
Isn't that random, though? How the pieces fall? Or does he know?
The guys figured out that depending on how long the piece is on the screen for is how long a piece will take to drop for the next piece to come on the screen. Because some people get a 4-banger every 12 pieces. Some people have figured out you can get one every 6 or 7 pieces, depending on how long it takes you to put down the pieces. So they're using the speed method, right? They're wearing a glove and the controller's in their hand, and the piece is coming down quick. And what they do is they move their hand back and forth, and so it moves the piece quick. You know what I mean? It's because it's usually an old Nintendo controller.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, so they're playing. The pieces are coming down quick.
Oh, I saw something about this. They take a pencil or whatever, and they
No, it's not a pencil. It's they're gathered against your leg and they're rubbing back and forth, so it makes the piece move because you can just barely touch.
They hold it upside down or something. I remember seeing something where they hold it upside down, or they're doing a pencil move or something.
Yeah,
I remember seeing a video like 2 years ago.
Yeah, they don't play from the beginning. Like they start Tetris at like level 12 or 13, and they lock up the game at 1,000,000 something points, but you can only get perfect Tetrises. Only 4s. So someone finally did that record. So I thought that was cool. It's good to see that there's still some nerddom left that's not completely encompassed by the bullshit.
What did I play this week? I didn't play much. I was playing on cloud while I was gone because I just played on my phone. So I played a little bit of Fortnite on the cloud. Ran fine. No hicks or glitches or no more than Halo had yesterday when we were playing on the console and still having glitches and skips. So I played a little bit of Fortnite. I played some Marvel Rivals, the new PvE mode while I was away from home. We played Halo Part 2. We went down the campaign a little bit more on Heroic yesterday. I mean, that game is so unstable. Like, we had to start, we had one hard crash, and we had to reset 4 times because of people getting dropped, and then we had to stop because you can't jump back in, so you have to all leave the lobby, and then they all get back in, and then all go back. It's so frustrating. Imagine in 2026.
Can you imagine if multiplayer was in there? Can you imagine if multiplayer was in there?
Yeah,
it'd be a train wreck.
If it froze again, and it happened twice to us. We were in that tank board, all right, and we got to the tank, and we were going through the to get to the next level, and then it froze, and then we resetted, and then
we
got past. We didn't crash, but as soon as we got to the same point, brain got kicked, and then we came back again for a third time, and then Cuban got kicked, and then it was like, what the hell is happening?
It's I believe that point in the game, it was a transition point for loading. And I think whatever they did to modify it in order for it to be more streamlined, instead of it doing like a hidden loading screen in between, causes the drop.
I love the people that are like, I didn't have any problems. The game is fantastic. I didn't have any problems. I don't know what you guys are talking about. I'm like, well, I don't know what to tell you. I have video evidence. You don't. I mean, I can show you my fuck ups.
I mean,
it's just frustrating.
I wouldn't be able to pay for that.
Right.
Like if it's on Game Pass, right. I know you guys
can. That's the problem. I think that's the problem because it's on Game Pass is why they did exactly what they did.
Well, they're whatever you want to do with the money you collect each month for Game Pass to pay whoever is your business. But I don't consider it that I'm paid for Game Pass, so I paid for that game. Like I don't think of it that way. I'm paying Game Pass because I still think that I'm still paying for online, which I am, because it's a console. Right. Even though they don't say it anymore. Like remember, they keep changing the words.
Game Pass, that's why.
Right, they keep changing
the
words.
Game Pass, though, you would have to get Game Pass so you could play the game.
Right. So
you
one more
lower
time,
tier.
I want to make sure everyone understands this. There's no such thing as Xbox Live anymore. There's just the basic level of Game Pass. That's how you play online. So you're still paying for online. Right?
Right.
Which is why I don't understand how they don't have all the Game Pass subscriptions, because otherwise you're not online at all. So that means you must be playing games. Those people must be playing games that are not online at all. Like old games. Games.
You got to remember there was like 34 million subscribers and now there's like 30 million subscribers, right? And there's only 28 million Xboxes out there. And then everybody else is just on. So if they're playing on the Xbox and they want to play online, they have to have it. If they don't want to play online, then they're playing one game, which you don't need online to pay, which is Fortnite or Marvels. Like you don't need online for that. You can just play those games. And we just found out today, 93% of the people are just playing Fortnite.
Oh, you like that? You like that video, though, guy? Yeah, that guy cuts through the chase with the numbers, bro.
I loved all those charts and stuff that we saw today.
Yeah, you saw the mobile number, right? So can we stop talking? Can we stop talking about how they're making money in consoles? They're not. They're making money in mobile. They're making money in mobile. That's where they're making their money.
Well, since we're talking about Halo, let's move over because we're gonna go straight into games or topics, and we'll talk about Halo. Let's go to. All right, let me bring up this Halo stuff here. I gotta find it. We gotta go down the list here. We got Electronic Arts. We've got.
Hey, when's the Gears beta?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Yeah, it's this weekend.
Open beta.
I believe so, but I think it's open for people that pre-ordered it, and then I don't know if it's ultimate. I think chat may know. I don't know off the top of my head.
Because I just want to see the game mechanics. I just want to see it.
Yeah. So let's go to Halo here. We've got Halo flops on PlayStation 5. Okay. We got Halo debuted on PlayStation. Wasn't the bombshell it was expected to be. According to estimates from Alina Analytics, the game sold only 351,000 copies on the PlayStation 5 during July, reaching 452,000 in total for console. You can do the math. So 351 on PlayStation, 100 and whatever, 102 on the rest of the consoles. On Xbox, the game sold 900,000 copies, including sales and upsell of the early access on Game Pass. Okay, and then while on Steam, the game has sold 212,000 copies. So this is obviously this is PlayStation numbers on this particular thing because it's 351,000 on PlayStation. But if you look at Call of Duty, which is the remakes that they just released, 8.2 million people bought the Call of Duty Black Ops 2 over on PlayStation, 3 million on Call of Duty.
Because that has the most member berries. That's why.
1.6.
Do you remember Black Ops 2?
No, actually.
Yeah, Black Ops 2 was
the last one I actually played.
Was the really
remember
good, that was a really good game.
Is Modern Warfare 2. The original back in 2009 is the last one I played and remember.
Okay, but once again, if we're just looking at numbers, and I don't want to start a fight or anything. I'm just looking at the numbers. 8.2 million is a lot of people. Okay, just
for an old game. Yeah,
but there's 93 million PlayStations.
93, yeah, 93
right.
million.
So 93 million PlayStations, and only 8.2 million bought Call of Duty, which means roughly 1%.
Which is more than any first-party title they've sold.
Completely understandable. I get that. That's just what all I'm saying is the numbers that they need to sell are completely different now because the populations are pulled towards lifelong games, so they can't sell the same number they used to because people aren't buying them.
Well, I want to take these numbers with a grain of salt, though, as well, because this is they never tell you sales numbers, but all of a sudden now they tell you the sales numbers, right? It's like the company's not coming out to tell you the sales numbers. It's analytics all of a sudden coming out going, oh, look, Halo's not doing very good type of thing. But on top of that, Halo Studios hit by layoffs, Sarge, after Campaign Evolved launched. Okay, it says Halo Studios recently released a Campaign Evolved in the first of its game PlayStation platform. Unfortunately, following the game's release, the studio appears to be conducting layoffs. Okay, layoffs. Layoff Studios or Halo Studios staff share layoff announcement on LinkedIn. So there's a couple of people that are sharing it. It says several LinkedIn posts reflect this, and with multiple people stating that their time at studio has eroded or ended. He says the producer at the studio has noted that he is recently affected by the rounds of layoffs. After 6.5 years of working at Halo and dodging just as many rounds of layoffs, he finally got caught up with. And he says, have nothing but love for Halo and the folks at the studio, but this just is a tough reality of the gaming industry right now. He says, I'm hoping that new roles as a producer / project manager working remotely or hybrid in the Seattle area. He said, during my time, I've had the honor of supporting multiple amazing teams ranging from art, networking, localization, narrative, and being a product owner of Halo Infinite's social multi-platform pillar. I mean, I'll be honest, they probably should have got fired back then, right? It says Paul Morris was also listed as a Scrum Master, and this is the time the studio was also come to the end. However, it noted that he was also the contractor. Now, I talk about this all the time, Sarge. Most of these people probably are contract workers, okay? And then when a game is done, it's out, you don't need most of the people that are working on the game because they worked on the game and then the game is done. So why am I going to keep you on staff if we have nothing planned? And then even if we have something planned, right? Let's say you're an environmental artist. Well, once the environment's done and we're not building the next game and we don't need an environmental artist, why am I going to keep you on staff if we don't need an environmental artist?
Okay, but this is where the waters get muddy. Okay, I understand that different parts of the game are made at different times throughout the development cycle. However, people on your payroll are getting a check for being part of the company to do the job. Now, I understand what you're saying, that if you don't have an environment to build because we're not working on a game, then why am I paying you? That's why we're using contract people.
Right.
My rationale is you're supposed to be thinking about what the next game is.
Sure.
And that way there should be another game.
There should be something already in the pipeline. Yes.
But that's not what they're doing anymore.
No.
Okay. So that being the biggest problem, if there's no game getting ready to be made in the pipeline, then everybody should be a temp. You know what I mean? Like you don't even have you don't even have a company. You're just waiting for temps to come in to make what you need, and then for them to disappear because you don't make games on a regular basis.
Well, first of all, it's called Halo Studios, right? Halo Studios.
They should be making Halo games.
Right, something of Halo, right? There shouldn't be a downtime.
ODST, the adventure continues. Halo 3 Wars, an RPG about Halo. Like you guys should be making something with Halo, right? How do you name yourself Halo Studios and have nothing in the pipeline?
Well, the best part is I think they outsource most of the stuff for Halo Studios so they can get help finishing out the combat or campaign Evolved, right? Which is just funny to me because, look, this needed to be a hit because this was a test for Unreal Engine. First off, okay, they're like, well, how can we make Halo and let's use the Unreal Engine, see how long it takes us, if we can make our money back on this and stuff. If it worked out correctly, well, then they were going to make Halo 2 remake, Halo 3 remake, Halo ODST remake. You know what I mean? This is what they had planned.
Do you really want them to remake anything?
I don't want them to remake anything. What I'm saying is this is what they were hoping for, that Halo campaign Evolve was going to do really well for them because they were using the Unreal Engine and they could see how they could do the turnaround with these things. But here we are. Remember, though, Halo Infinite was supposed to last 10 years. Halo Infinite was supposed to be the moneymaker that they thought it was going to be, but it completely changed because it flopped when that came out. It took 3 years to fix that. Then they got rid of 343, turned it into Halo Studios. They've been working on this for quite some time. They had lots of people work on this. And then they bring it out, and it's just kind of like, yeah, it's okay.
All right, so I've been listening to the Trash Night defense from the journos. They're saying that they didn't get along with their leadership. They had too much crunch. There was a lot of animosity in the studio. Anything to defend the fact that the game didn't come out proper.
Yep.
Right? Anything to defend.
We didn't do our best work.
Okay, so now you didn't do your best work, and now the rumors are going to start where they're going to get fired. Is there something I should be upset by? Should I be upset by the fact that the product that you were hired to make, you didn't do a good job, you didn't sell enough copies, so now they might have to let some people go? Should I be upset by that?
No, as customers, we shouldn't be upset. We should be upset that they put out a game that wasn't as good as the original game.
Okay, but they didn't have to do anything but upscale the game and release it.
Right.
The game was already made.
Yep.
You didn't have to do anything.
All they had to do is 1-to-1 with better graphics. That's all they had.
Because you were testing the Unreal Engine, right? I mean, we all know that Unreal Engine
100%.
is really not that reliable. I mean, yes, it looks pretty, but it has its issues. It can't be used for every game. They're trying to streamline everything, and they want everyone to use Unreal Engine. It's just not working out. It's just not working out. Do you think they cared enough to want to release one of the most classic titles released for a platform? And do you think that they actually cared enough to want to do it? In my eyes, after 3 Halo games, I already know the answer is no. Like, if you don't like the game, you don't understand the game, you don't understand what it represented and why so many people wanted to play it, why would you be in charge of making the remake and try to sell it to people? And then when it doesn't sell...
Minimal viable product.
No, I get it. And then when it doesn't sell, the journos have to defend the studio. I mean, Like, I don't get it. I'm a merit-based guy, right? I hire you for a job because you were talked about, you do good work. Like, that's the reason why I hired you. That's the reason why I picked you. If you can't do the job that's needed for what the company needs, then I don't know why you're there. Like, I don't know why you use them. Like, what was the point after 3 Halo titles that were mid? They were decent. They were mid. And then you want them to redo the classic to boost sales?
Because they didn't want to do something original because the other original ones didn't do well.
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah.
So why are you letting them drive? Like, why are you letting them do it at all? Like, the desperation to me is the most confusing. Knowing full well that you don't have a studio that can do it, but you need it, right? Because we have nothing coming out, right? So the only thing we can do is a remake. So the remakes keep on coming. So you give the job of the remake to the studio that doesn't want to do the game, but they have to do a job. So then they say to themselves, well, I got to do a job, so I'll just do the job. So then we're going to just put a stamp on it, rubber stamp the MVP and move on. And then everyone gets upset when there might be layoffs. I'm confused.
Well,
because in any other profession, if you acted this way and you did the job the way you did, you'd be fired.
Well, look, I know it's completely different, but I'm going to make a comparison here, right? I brought this up last week. They're taking something, right, and they're remaking, right? So they're following the footsteps of a game that was fantastic when it originally came out, and Bungie made that game. The entire time, 343 has been chasing Bungie because Bungie made a better Halo than 343 could ever do. So now 343, which is now Halo Studios, is now making the original Halo remake, and they did it worse. A lot of pressure because you're doing something that's already there, and you're trying to relive and try to make that better. I talked about Indiana Jones, right? Troy Baker is Harrison Ford. Harrison Ford is Indiana Jones. Troy Baker had to become Indiana Jones. He had to become Harrison Ford so when you're playing the game, you don't think you think that's Harrison Ford doing the voice. He did a bang up job, right? That is super hard when you come behind somebody that's already done something. This is the comparison I'm making. Bungie made Halo. Halo Studios is trying to remake Halo, and they just don't do it. Now, Troy Baker knocked it out of the park because you couldn't tell the difference if it was actually Harrison Ford doing it or if it was someone doing a voiceover, and it worked out. These guys try to become and make Halo, and they failed miserably, in my opinion, because they didn't even live up to the bar of what Halo was. All they did was beautify it. All they did was make it better looking, and you're like, great, but there's stutters going on. We talked about this last week. There's no fucking music playing. It's like just dead air.
The lack of music is killing
right?
me.
It's always like little details that are missing from the game that literally make it worse off than the original game, where you saw the people that made Halo originally. They were diehard gamers, loved what they were doing, making games for gamers, and all the attention to detail that they'd put in that game back then. And it's just the graphics weren't as good as today. I would rather take a shitty looking graphic game that had all that attention to detail than a beautiful game that has no soul.
But the way I look at it as self-sabotage, right? Think about it, right? You're making a title that you didn't want to make. You made sequels that were mid once again.
Yep.
Now you're releasing this on PlayStation. Now forget about the whole Asha Shammer thing. Just forget about that for a second. You're releasing one of the games that made Xbox, put Xbox on the map, and you're releasing it for PlayStation people to play because maybe they live in a void. They never heard of it. They didn't want to play. They never played it before. So it's a chance for them to play it, right? So wouldn't you want to make the best game possible or the best remake possible in order for the PlayStation guys to understand why you like the game and maybe want to become involved and maybe buying the rest of the sequels, right? So if you self-sabotage, if you think about it, if I self-sabotage the game, the studio sacrifices who they have to sacrifice in order not to have to make the game anymore and not be on PlayStation, right? Because that's the end result. The end result now is PlayStation is not getting any other Halo games, and Asha Sharma basically just says, "Well, we're not going to put anything else on PlayStation anyway because we're going in a different direction." So it sounds like a self-fulfilling prophecy.
It's like, whew, we almost gave up our biggest mascot to the other console.
No, I mean self-sabotage on the part of Xbox, because that stops them having to worry about releasing anything else for PlayStation.
No, I'm saying they're like, whoo, we almost gave away our number one mascot for our Xbox to PlayStation. Now it's just it was a stop. It didn't work out. And now
everyone just steps back and say, well, we're sorry it didn't work out.
Yeah.
But we're going in a different direction anyway, so it doesn't matter.
And they're bringing
as opposed to what the mission was before, which is sell as many games as possible. So we want to be on as many platforms as possible, which is a better business model as far as I'm concerned, because you've got limited population within your console system. So you'd want to branch out, but we're not going that way anymore. Understandable, but it just seemed like self-sabotage.
Sure. Yeah, sure. All right. From there, talking about Halo, talking about what was Bungie, and now we're talking about Destiny 2. Obviously, Destiny 2 is bye-bye. It's going on a farewell tour. Okay. Destiny 2 Modder, okay, is making cut content playable again for the first time in 6 years. Soon you'll be able to return to the past memories once more. Okay, so in 2020, Bungie announced it was vaulting a large portion of the old Destiny 2 content. It would no longer be playable. This content included important story missions, other stuff people had to pay for. While the decision was deemed necessary for technical reasons, sure. Okay, the vaulting of the content left a sour taste in the community's mouth, and the MMO shooter reputation never fully recovered from this decision. But now someone is going to the vault, making our old areas playable again, though with some caveats. Okay, as spotted on PC Gamer, the many other Twitter and Reddit and YouTubers, they also been influx of the gameplay videos being uploaded online and seem to show someone playing old vaulted D2 content. This isn't AI or trickery, but instead something made possible thanks to currently in development fan tool that is also eventually released in the public, offer players a chance to run around currently inaccessible areas in the Leviathan raid map. Now, the Destiny 2 Shadowkeep single-player exploration mode is a tool being used to explore these vaulted areas and being developed by Stan Yu, who has also seemingly made good progress in the mod over the last few weeks. The tool is built in the last version of Destiny 2 and shipped before Bungie began vaulting and removing content from the MMO FPS. He says, while the tool is very cool, don't expect to be able to replay the Destiny 2's original campaign or past DLC's expansions. He explained that the mod, the GitHub page, no mechanics or enemies will be included in the unvaulted locations and maps, and the modder also confirmed that they also have no plans to implement mechanics, quests, enemies. So it's just basically walking around the actual areas they took away. But, you know,
that's phase one.
Right. I see him. Right. I see him doing this and someone going, oh, well, I can do this, right? If they can do with games and keep them alive, like Star Wars, Galaxies and other games that are gone, there's a passionate community here with Destiny, and this is just the tip of the iceberg, where now someone opened the door, right? Stop their foot in the doorway, and then other people are going to come in and start recreating and start trying to implement certain stuff. So maybe 2 years from now, we could have another story coming up where Sony's trying to stop them, cease and desist, because these people got the old version of the game working. You know what I'm saying? Where this could potentially get more of this. I find it funny though, because you take it away, and modder's like, I'm gonna bring it back, right? And now that you're not supporting the game anymore, does it really matter, right? So obviously the next ball is in Sony's court. Are they going to, speaking of Halo remake of Halo, does Sony make a Destiny 1 remake, but with the upgraded graphics and the other stuff they did with Destiny 2? What do you think, Sarge? Do they not because of this modder, but do you think that Sony's next decision is to, well, we're not going to make Destiny 3, maybe they make a Destiny 1 remake?
Here's the issue that I have. Modders are born from the love of a game that was made with love to begin with. When you have a passionate team of developers who make a game so, I guess, to the gamer, so profound to them that their love for the game blossoms. So someone who's young, who wants to get into programming or coding or development, like they see a game like that and that's what they want to do. My issue is we don't have those teams anymore making those type of games anymore. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
You're not getting the next Halo or the next Call of Duty or the next whatever. So it basically grows these kids to want to work in the industry. We're working off of remakes and half-ass games. So anytime you've got somebody who wants to, I guess, pick up the reins and continue making content for a game that should have content that doesn't, is fantastic because it shows that that person cares more than the people who actually worked on the game originally.
Right.
Because they want to keep it going. Right.
Yeah.
I'm thrilled. I think needs to be more of those kind of people because that's how studios are born. Studios are born from guys working a second job in the corner coding, happen to find each other online, and then somebody who's a leadership comes in and says, we should all get together and do this. And that's how a studio was born in the old days. Well, that's how it worked.
The Fallout remakes, the Fallout London,
that's how it worked.
Fallout, Yep.
Right. My fear is we don't have enough games to blossom these kids again. Like we need to have games come out that makes them want to do it. It's tough. It's a tough gig, especially when all the media, all you ever hear is crunch, never see your family, everyone at work's racist, too many white guys, too many this. It's all negative shit at work, right? Too many. It's all negative. Too many hours, too many. Like nobody understands that you have to bust your ass in order to make a product. Like that's how it works in any field. You can make an okay product if you want to half-ass it. And if you make okay money, it would be fine. But to reach the levels that we have reached in the past, that the studios have made in the past, you have to bust your ass in order to make the game that people want to play.
Right.
Right. So to me, the only game currently that may or may not have this title is GTA 6, because we're going to witness firsthand whether or not the team that remained and has spent 10 years and $2 billion what this game is supposed to be.
True. Eclipse says, I could see them doing a remake of Destiny 1 before making Destiny 3 just on cost alone. Too much content already built for one. That would also be need refining version versus all the money to pay for new assets. Yeah, and then here, Krebsy says, majority of the assets for D1 remastered already got remade in D2. Cosmodrome, Moon, Plague Lands, Exotics, legendaries, raids, character models, enemies, some strikes. Yeah, I think that's where we see the next thing going. I think they hear the backlash now, and now they're like, you know what? Destiny 1 remake is happening. I feel like within the next 6 months, we'll hear some sort of leak or something that's happening, that they're starting something. It does make more sense. We talked about that a couple, I guess about a month and a half ago, if they do remakes and stuff like that. So from that, we go to the next story, Sarge, which is Switch 2 sales down year on year after 2025's explosive launch, though Nintendo's insists adoption still compares favorably to the original Switch. Now, the Switch 2 sales are down by more than a third compared to the console's explosive launch a year ago, though Nintendo has insisted that the new machine's arrival still compares well with the Switch 1. Nintendo sold 3.82 million Switch 2 consoles in 3 months, ending June 30th, and the company reported that the latest financial results, which is also the first and offer a year-on-year Switch 2 sales comparison. This quarter last year, Switch 2 sold 5.82 million units, following the first early June 2025 arrival. A year-on-year sales drop is perhaps not surprised, considering the huge pent-up demand for the new Switch after the best part of the decade. Nintendo has also insisted that Switch 2, over its life to date, is still comparing favorably, which is equivalent sales to Switch 1. This remains the fastest-selling console of all time, but it's also fair to say that Switch 2 launched on the back of Nintendo's best-selling console of all time, which is the Switch 1. Now, from that, we do have, Nintendo has sold 23.68 million Nintendo Switch 2 consoles, but they're also, that's the right one. They also are not as.
Yeah, but they're not down.
No,
right?
They're really profitable.
No,
they're the most profitable they've ever been.
What I'm saying is the way that they speak about it, they say year on year they sold less. They sold less Switch 2s. In my mind, we've been doing this long enough. There's only so many people who buy Nintendo, right?
Sure.
There's a fixed number. We already know what it is, right? So now, how fast the adoption rate happens is still the same number, right? So I'm making up a number. No one go crazy. So if 200 million people buy a Switch 2, right? But they don't all buy it right away. So they buy a little bit in the beginning, and because it was really cool, the first couple of years, like 100 million buy it. But now the rest don't buy it right away, but they buy it. Like the same number of people are going to own that Switch, right? They sold up front early, and now you don't sell as many in the back end because you don't have many remaining. And so the percentage left who adopts it, they adopt a little slower.
Right.
That's all it is. You're still going to end up with your number.
This number right here just blows me away, right? It's been out a year. Okay. and there's only 23 million units out in the wild, and 15.3 of them own Mario Kart. Right?
That's a fan base to a game.
Yeah, to the company.
Right? You have an 80 or 90% adoption rate a game for a console. That's crazy. The top selling game on PlayStation's Black Ops 2 for the remakes, 8.2 out of 93 million. I mean, I don't know what else to tell you.
Right. It's just crazy the amount of people that just love Nintendo no matter what they do. You know what I mean?
Well, because they're diehard for the games that go along with it, because they keep cultivating the same guys forever.
Right. So just the title. We're just going to read the title here, right? Nintendo's revenue drops 9.5%, yet profit soars 150% as high margin software and tariff refund rewrite the quarter. Okay.
Yeah, but because you fudge numbers. Like if I take out the tariff refund, then the revenue has dropped 10%. That's normal. What's happening in the market right now is true. You can't say profits have soared. That's not a profit. That's a kickback. You got your money back from a tariff. That's not profit. That's grease on the wheels, but that's not from selling product. Like if I run a business and I'm 20 grand in the hole by the end of the year, but my friend loans me $100,000, I didn't make $80,000 for the year. Right. You know what I mean? Like you can't just move numbers around and make it sound. That's how they see it.
Yeah. All right, the next thing we're going to talk about, these are just quick stories here. Oh, that's a different one.
That's hilarious, by the way.
Well, we'll talk about that in a second.
That's hilarious.
Marvel Rivals could be adding vehicles and a racing mode. Okay, so according to recent leaks and data mining, it appears that vehicles and some sort of form of racing game mode could be on its way to Marvel Rivals in the future. Now, of course, Marvel Rivals is no stranger to experimentation, with the hero shooter dabbling in PvE game modes like Blood Hunt in the past, and also the Age of Ultron that's going on right now. It says the leaks were also first surfaced by a prominent data miner, which is XOX Leak on X, who also has a solid track record at leaking upcoming. He's like 90%, maybe higher than that with everything
he basically has a cipher inside their hardware in their studio.
Yeah, like
and whenever they come out, he knows exactly what's coming out.
He leaked out all the characters that were like over a year and a half ago, and now they're all coming into the actual game. A few hours shared a video of some gameplay featuring said car in action as they also drive around the Hellfire Bay Beach social hub. The model is fairly basic with no visual details, hinting that it's been associated with the certain character. Okay, the car itself moves quickly and awkwardly, with the camera clipping beneath the model at times. One fan questioned the how do you say that? Fidelity?
Where are we talking? Validity
of the footage, but also the leaker clarified that it's also not joking about the matter. It was also taken at the footage with a pinch of salt, but check it for yourself. So here's what we're talking about here. Now, this is in Marvel Rivals. This is very janky and whatnot, but this is, maybe this is internal, where they're just showing like the basis of what they want to do.
Is this them trying to copy like Fortnite bullshit, dude? Is this stuff? This is what they're doing?
I guess I have no idea. So.
Can we stop doing all this crap, dude? Please.
I personally don't know why they want a racing stuff in there, but again,
more kids.
Yeah.
That's it.
All these companies are all trying to do the exact same thing, right? They're chasing a trend. They're chasing the
play forever games.
The metaverse type of thing. Keep them in the right. They have Times Square where you're going now. You can do racing, then you can do PvE, then you can do PvP.
We get it. It's the beginnings. It's the beginning. It's still them trying to recreate the thing from Ready Player One. That's what they want.
Well, I hope it's
that's the goal.
I hope it's not a basic car like that, and they actually have like actual vehicles for the heroes. You know what I'm saying?
Oh no, bro! You're gonna have cars with skins, and the guy's gonna get all kinds of. That's all it is. It's just another thing to sell you things, digital goods. Stuff. Yeah, that's it.
The next story we got, Sarge, is EA. Okay, EA, good old EA. Okay, well, originally, or it's official now, that Electronic Arts goes private as a $55 billion sale is finalized. So for the first time since 1990, Electronic Arts is a private company. On Tuesday, was expected to become official as the $55 billion sale in EA was complete. As of August 4th, one of the largest game developers in the world is under the control of a group of includes a Saudi Arabia public investment fund, Silver Lake, and Infinity Partners. Before the new era for EA, it says this moment recognizes the extraordinary people whose creativity, ambitions, and passion have made EA one of the world's leading interactive entertainment companies, said Andrew Wilson. Android Wilson,
because of pay monkeys. Yeah, I got it.
Yep. We're entering the next chapter of our position and strength and partner to also share the vision of ambition together. We'll invest boldly, accelerate innovation, and build the next generation of games.
You innovate nothing.
Of hundreds of millions of players and fans who inspire us every day. Let me tell you something. If these private investors want to just get really goodwill, like right off the bat, even though they're going to charge a shit ton of microtransactions, they get rid of Andrew Wilson. They're like, you're fired.
Well, Andrew Wilson's going to step down. He's going to take his rainy check. He's going to take his golden parachute and probably walk away.
I think they're going to sign him for like
$55 billion. Oh no, dude, he's getting a nice chunk of change. He might step down and go and walk. Absolutely. $55 billion acquisition. Oh yeah, Android boy might be walking.
Well, at $55 billion, the sale of EA becomes the largest leverage buyout in history. Unlike a traditional sale, a leverage buyout sees the acquiring party use a large amount of debt to complete the transaction. The debt in place onto the books of the company is in case EA will see a $20 billion added to its overall debt, which is now $22 billion. Do
you understand the insanity that is?
Well, the insanity is they're going to pay it off to you, Sarge, and me, and anybody else that wants to buy or play an EA game. That's including Battlefield. That's including any kind of EA game that they're creating.
It's going to look like, remember the old school movie Wayne's World, where they talked about product placement inside the movie, and he says he wouldn't do it, but you're going to see the most product placement things inside these games made by EA. Everything's microtransaction. It's going to be battle passes, microtransactions, and you're going to be watching like Doritos, Sprite. You're going to be watching so many commercials inside an EA game. It's going to make your head spin. And the pay monkeys will just keep doing it because they're pay monkeys. That's what they do. However, what will happen because of who owns EA now is you will not get any woke narrative garbage in an EA game. That might be the only saving grace, because if Saudi Arabia has any kind of influence over who works there or not, there's going to be some job changes inside the company probably the next year or two.
Well, you're going to see it. It's not going to be before it was like a dimmer switch, right? They're like slowly turning up the dial.
Crank it to 11.
Now it's private, and they're like, yeah, it's going to be $50. $50 for this thing.
No quarterly earnings reports. No nothing.
They don't have to say. They don't have to share anything.
It's just a development team printing money. That's all it is.
They don't have to tell you how many games it's sold. They don't tell you how many players are playing. They say absolutely nothing.
They're just collecting checks.
They just crank up the microtransactions. That's what they'll be doing going forward here.
Yeah, there won't be any diversity. Let's put it that way. There won't be any kind of diversity that you think about inside EA games at this point.
Well, what I think is funny,
we're going to see.
I mean, I stopped buying sports games a decade
I
ago.
I stopped buying EA games completely.
The
last EA game I think I bought was Battlefield 1. I think Battlefield 1
Battlefield 1, yeah.
That was the last one I bought.
Well, I bought Battlefield 5 for you, but I got them both for less than $20.
I don't consider that.
No, I understand that. That's the last time I bought, because Battlefield 2042 I didn't buy. And I'm not buying Battlefield 6. I'll only play it when it comes to Game Pass. Right?
I've bought any sports games forever.
But I was thinking about picking up the Star Wars game that's coming out, but that's made by EA. And I got to see when that comes out if they're going to start putting microtransactions in the game, because a game comes out on day one is different than a game that comes out day 101. You know what I mean?
If EA releases any game, it's going to have MTX, battle passes, and commercials.
I also do not want, you know me, I love Battlefront 2, right? Still play Battlefront 2. I do not want a Battlefront 3, okay, from EA. Well, I do not want a Battlefront.
Well, do they have the license for that? I don't think they have the license for that.
I think they own the Battlefront license.
Do they?
I think. I don't know for sure, but any kind of multiplayer shooter coming out from them, I don't care about it.
I got news for you. If they don't come out with a Battlefront game and they need to make some quick money, they might sell the Battlefront license to somebody to make some money back.
That's true. They could probably do that.
Right? That's a possibility. It's just weird to me how one of the greater development publishers that we grew up with had got so big that a private equity firm took them over to just print money with them, as opposed to being one of the great companies in our own country. It just seems weird. I don't really respond well to us selling our own companies to outsiders. I just don't like. They don't do that. Like other countries don't do that, especially like other Western countries. They're like it's theirs. It's in their house. They control it. Whatever else. We seem to be completely okay putting $20 billion of debt on a company as long as I get my check and I get to walk. I'm telling you, Andrew's going to walk. It's going to be like a Bobby Kotick situation where like he just steps down because let me ask you a question. The largest merger in history, the largest amount of money in history. Do you think you're going to beat that? Like you think you're going to be there for 5 years and we're going to beat this and we're going to beat the 52 billion? I think I'll take my winning trophy and step down.
Krebsy says Disney owns it. Yeah, so Lucasfilm and Disney own the Battlefront license. So maybe they give it to somebody else, but I definitely don't. If Battlefront 3 comes out by EA, I'm not interested. I don't want to support EA. So
I stand by my word. I'm done. I'm done for now. I'm done.
Yeah, if EA puts its games on Game Pass, because I'm paying for Game Pass, I'll play it. I will not be buying their games.
I'll tell you what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for the next EA game to come out and for a streamer to stream it to make fun of the 65 commercials you're going to see inside the Battle Pass when you're looking at the menus. Like that's the stream I'm going to watch. When they show you like, this is what happens when you boot up an EA game. Like Doritos, Sprite. It's going to be like 1,000 different things inside the screen. Your HUD's going to look disturbing.
The guy who's in charge of EA Sports is the guy now in charge of everything EA. Okay, the guy in charge of EA Sports is now in charge of EA everything. Okay, so with Electronic Arts now officially owned by the Saudi Arabia, CEO Andrew Wilson has made some changes at the top, appointing former EA Sports president Cam Weber as president and chief studio officer and former chief experience officer David Tenson, basically the top marketing communication role as president and chief operating officer.
Chief experience officers are made up, right? You know that, right? Like that's a made up
title.
Chief experiences officer.
Yeah, they could just
like that could be like the madam in a whorehouse. Like chief experiences officer isn't a title. It's not a title.
The announcement and promotion came in a message initially shared by employees that was also presumably meant to be reassuring, but lands mostly as just an empty pap. After waxing poetic about the company's long, eventful history, Wilson said that EA is entering one of the most exciting and transformative moments of industry has ever seen.
Sure.
Every era innovation expands as possible. We already read that in the last one. It's kind of wordy, meaningless positivity usually reserves for shareholder calls when EA has those vaguely familiar to my reading. He says slightly reworded, take the increasingly common premise of, yes, we're using AI for game development, but it's all driven by human creativity.
You were going to see the most bizarre shit coming out of EA. My guess is they're going to attack the mobile market first. That will be my guess.
That's funny you say that because Madden just came out they just did a whole big update for Madden on mobile.
Yeah, EA is probably going to go mobile first. That gives them the biggest group of people to get money back from immediately. Like I think mobile is probably what we're going to go for first. Console, I'm probably sure is in there, but like, yeah, mobile is probably going to be the way they're going to go. If they can incorporate, here's my guess. If they can incorporate fantasy football and their Madden game together on phones, just print out money. That's what I think is what they're looking probably to do. Something on that nature. If you can combine fantasy football,
I think they've done that though already.
Yeah, but the EA version of it.
Yeah, no, I'm saying I think they've done it already because they're now pushing more. They're pushing definitely more for mobile for sure.
Absolutely,
because there's a saturation point in consoles, hence why.
And they're not gonna erase $20 billion in debt selling anything on a console.
This is exactly why they came out with the college football 3 years ago now. This is the third edition of it because they need the same people because there's no more people. They can't get more people. So they had to go back to the pool of people that like playing Madden football that also like to play college football. So they brought college. So these people are not only just buying Madden now, but they're buying college and Madden, right? That's why they're going back to and they gave a bundle where you could get college and Madden at the same time for like one price. I think it was $80 for both, which is fine because if you're playing the all Madden team, you're gonna be spending more money on this game and this game. So they give it to you at a discount because they know they're gonna get you on the back end as well. So that's for sure happening there. Speaking of modders and people trying to figure out stuff, right? Last week we talked about Sony, how people are faster and faster trying to make emulators and whatnot for Sony. So sure. Now we have PlayStation's PC wall faces new threat as a PlayStation 5 emulators chase Demon Souls and games that will never ship on PC, right? Because now you told people, hey, we're not doing these. And they're like, all right, cool. Since you're not doing them, we're going to do them. Okay. So it says PlayStation 5 emulation on PC is still in its infancy, but looking at the blazing fast progress and PlayStation 4 emulators made with the Shade PS4 emulator, there's very good chance that won't be long until the console exclusives like Blue Point Games' Demon Souls remake will reach a playable state. And looking at the recent progress of both K-Tie PS5 and Sharp Emu is the day that they could be closer than we thought. So the Demon Souls remake emulation improves significantly with the Sharp EMU's latest version. Although this is only a PlayStation 5 emulator currently in development, it has garnered attention because developers are focusing on emulating Demon Souls remake, which they've been asking for so long on PlayStation. PlayStation doesn't want to do it for them. So fans, criminals, whatever you want to say.
Pirates life for me.
It says, although it's still not possible to actually play the game, the emulator has made some excellent progress in the past few days. I like how they said last few days. It's not like it's been out for like a year or anything like that. And now it runs the game intro cutscene and goes past the character's naming screen, showing parts of the interface and the items menu as shown in the video below. Post Brutal Sam, small progress, but impressive nonetheless. So they've already gone in and they've gotten it to work, right? So what are we talking?
6 months.
I would say less than that.
If he's by himself,
by the end of the year, I think we have it, right? Which is, I guess, 6 months. Yeah, I guess you're right. About 6 months. By the end of this year. It says the emulator has also been working longer, and yet progress hasn't been as fast. Still working at the emulator, continuing to reach the important milestone as shown by a few more videos. The emulator now runs a 2D games such as Marvel Cosmic Invasion almost flawlessly, and the most significant improvement, however, is the 3D games. Okay, it can also run simple 3D games like Turok 2, Seeds of Evil. While it's also may not sound like a much of a average user, is a relatively simple game compared to the like of Gran Turismo 7 or Soros, which has also been tested out. Obviously, did not run on the emulator, but the fact that the emulator can run 3D games is fundamentally stepping stone. So they're faster and faster getting these emulations out there for these things. So we'll see. We'll see how fast this disrupts, I guess, the chain.
I mean, if I'm not able to find the things that I want to find, I'm gonna go sail the 7 seas. And if I can't buy a disc or I can't get access to the game through your store, I'll find it a different way. I don't think people realize the delicacy of the decisions that PlayStation's making. It could work out for them in the end to have their closed system. But if enough people move over to PC and don't care about PlayStation, then fewer and fewer people, as the years progress, people will start to realize that they don't really own anything. And so if something happens and they get things taken away, you lose a little bit more people, and you don't have the pool of people to pull from anymore. Remember, the next couple generations don't have as many kids, right?
Right.
Less kids mean less population for gaming. I'm not saying it's a tremendous difference, but according to the corporate mindset, you have to always be growing, and you can't grow without a bigger population coming down the pike. You can only milk the ones you have. So all I see is prices going up forever because you'll never get growth from the generations coming up until something else happens. Right? This is where we are. So I don't I don't know what PlayStation's golden goose is here. To have a completely closed system, I mean, I'm going to guess most people who understand PCs are just going to get their stuff from someplace else.
Sure.
Right? Because originally, PlayStation was the kind of company who says, yeah, we're going to release this game, and then we'll release it on PC a year later. But now they don't want to do that.
Well, the problem also is there's back in the day, there was like 50 games that came out in the year. And now there's 20,000 games that come out in the year. So I don't need to play your game. I mean, I know we say this every week, but I don't need to play your first party title game.
I mean, unless it's something special.
But even if it is something special, there could be another game that's special that takes that time away where I don't have to spend full price of $80, $90, $100 for that game.
I mean, I've seen companies go out of business for less. I mean, you have to look at it as far as they do. Microsoft's making a killing, but the gaming division isn't. So as a business model for yourself, if a division in your company is doing poorly, do you try to salvage it, or do you just write it off? Like, I mean, I understand what they're trying to do. Like, maybe Asha Sharma is the Hail Mary. Think of it that way. Maybe her job is to come in and try to restructure this for it to go in a different direction, but she has the same challenges, which is the population base of kids isn't coming up. You have to milk the people you have even more. How else do I get people to be in our ecosystem if the advertisements say that you need to have a console, but you don't want us to have a console? Like, you just want us to give you the service money. I understand what you're doing. Like, we already know this is happening. And I'll say it every week now until it happens. I am convinced that the Helix, whenever it's going to be called, they are going to market the Helix as a gamer PC. Sure. Because they cannot market it as a console when everything else you're saying is you don't want a console. Right? You want, because I can just buy a controller and play it on a TV screen. I can just buy a controller and play it on, I can use a laptop. You're telling me, once again, the marketing changed a little bit. Everything's an Xbox still. So there's no way you can sell me a console. You're going to try to have to sell me a gaming PC affordable for the masses.
That plays your console games.
Right. Yeah. That's how they're going to have to market it. I don't see any other way. Right. And I can't figure out what the advertisement is going to be for PlayStation. Like, how do you say to somebody, it's a completely closed ecosystem with no discs. We just need you to buy the box because there's no other way to play it. And I'm thinking to myself, I don't understand. I can't play it anywhere. I don't own it. I'm just giving you money, and it may work on the box that I have. That's it. That's what we're doing.
Right.
And the box doesn't do anything else. It just plays the digital game that you're going to sell me.
Access to that game.
Right. Right. Just access. So then why am I buying the box? Why don't you just do the same thing Xbox is doing and just create a little thing and plug it into my TV? Like, or the very least, your Sony TV should just have it inside it.
Which I think down the line, I think they will.
Probably going to have to, right?
Yeah.
I mean, because Microsoft buying up all the other, or doing the contracts for all the other TV companies.
Right. They have like 5 now. Eric Jones says, of the 20,000 games, but 19,900 are crap. True.
Yeah.
But that's still
100% true.
That's still 50 games more than it was in the past.
And you still won't be able to play those 900 games.
Right. Not even 100 games. You still won't be able to have time to play those one extra 100 games that come out. Right. And that's not including free-to-play games. Those are actual charged games that come out. Right. So
it just sounds weird, man. The next 18 months are going to be insane, because it's like a giant countdown clock to see who will stay in the boat with Sony. Right? I want to see, like, the things coming up right now, like the massive things coming up in the gaming sphere, right? Number one, what does Grand Theft Auto 6 look like, and what does it do for gaming? Right? Does it solidify the $80 price point, or just makes everybody crazy? Right? Like,
I think it actually hurts gaming more than it helps gaming.
I actually think it's the same way. Right?
Yeah.
The next thing is what the laws are going to look like for digital goods. Like, what's the story with the laws for digital goods? That's going to be a big one.
Yeah.
Right? How is Xbox going to sell me a console? That's going to be a huge one. Like, how are you going to sell me
PlayStation? How you sell me a console?
And the PlayStation, the same thing. How are you going to sell this? Like, these are the next 18 months are going to be insane. Like massive strides in the direction that where is gaming going?
Well, speaking of Grand Theft Auto, I want to take the next story to that point, which is this doesn't make any sense to me. I've thought about this in multiple ways since this morning when we talked about it. Well, since I talked about it this morning on stream, right? They announced this morning that Grand Theft Auto 6, an extended look, premieres on Netflix Thursday, August 27th at 3 p.m. Eastern. Okay.
Full moon.
Okay.
Moon.
Now,
already the crazies are going to come out.
Now, from that, they've also said that Rockstar Grand Theft Auto extended look premieres on Netflix, right? But then Rockstar comes out, right? This is Rockstar posted this for Netflix. And then Rockstar Games come out and says, well, Grand Theft Auto 6, an extended look, will also launch on the official Rockstar Game YouTube channel at the Grand Theft Auto 6 site at 9 p.m. Eastern, which is next week on the show. So next week we could actually bring it up and watch it, but it doesn't matter because 6 hours before, right? Now, from that, there's people talking about that for all content creators worried about Netflix striking the Grand Theft Auto 6 extended look, you're welcome to cover it as you wish, reactions, videos, breakdowns, etc. once it's live. A Netflix rep told me. Now, this is a trust me, bro moment type of thing. Okay. So then we come to Grand Theft Auto 6 aren't thrilled about Netflix timed exclusive trailer. Okay. So let's just hold this out for a second. Rockstar didn't approach Netflix and say, hey, we want to pay you for advertise for Grand Theft Auto. There's no way I could think about this in any way other form than Netflix approached Rockstar and said, hey, we would like to show your next trailer on Netflix, like a premiere, which in the future they can use it. I posted in this Discord. I said I can see this as a new thing going forward, right? Sort of like Keeley taking the Game Awards and charging, average revenue, whatever, to show that first on Video Game Award show. Rockstar doesn't need Netflix. They could have dropped it on a Tuesday at 11:59 a.m. or p.m., okay, on Twitter, and it would still get 6 billion views, right, and do all the advertising they need for this, right? So in my head, there's no way in hell that Rockstar was like, hey, Netflix, can we pay you to make a premiere 6 hours in front of what we're going to show on our own YouTube channel, which makes no fucking sense, right? And then this guy comes out and says that, yeah, I talked to somebody at Rockstar, and they said that anybody can stream it.
I don't believe that. I got to be honest with you. I don't believe it. Otherwise, why are you paying for it? I don't understand.
Right. What does Netflix, besides Netflix advertising, hey, we're getting the Grand Theft Auto trailer, they don't have a movie coming out for Grand Theft Auto. There's no TV series coming out for Grand Theft Auto. They do have the Grand Theft Auto editions on their gaming site. Okay. So why do this? And it's just 6 hours ahead of what Rockstar's doing. Well, again, 9 p.m. They're doing it on a Thursday. They're coming out.
You should just ask chat. If you're the corpo, right? If you're Netflix, what's the purpose of this? Like, what's the purpose of 6 hours? First of all, the first thing that comes to mind is pay monkeys. That's the first thing that comes to my mind, right? So, what's the percentage of pay monkeys
Netflix that would sign up million subscribers?
Okay, so right, they have 350. Right, Netflix already has 350 million subscribers. So, which pay monkeys would pay for Netflix just to watch a trailer 6 hours early when, as soon as it's airing, someone's going to live stream it and put it on YouTube,
talk about it, show it, put it on YouTube already.
Benefit? So what's the benefit? I don't know what the benefit is. The only thing I can see is pay monkeys. That's it. Somebody who's going to sign up for Netflix just to watch it because they're too lazy to switch to one of the channels on YouTube to watch it. Then I don't see how that works.
Well, here Altern says a good point, and we brought this up in the stream earlier today, right? But isn't PlayStation the owner of the marketing rights for GTA 6?
No,
they were. They paid for the marketing rights, but yet Netflix came in and gave them a bag of cash, and now they get the premium view on Netflix.
Well, then it can't be a contract
unless at the end of the trailer it says PlayStation. Yeah, PlayStation, right?
Yeah, but otherwise it can't be under a contract, right? If you're under a contract, if you have the marketing rights, then Netflix wouldn't be able to get it. And if that's the case, wouldn't Netflix have to make the deal with Sony?
Well, they would have to make a deal with Sony and PlayStation. I mean, I'm sorry, PlayStation and Rockstar, right? Because they're getting the rights to show Rockstar, but PlayStation had the rights, and they're like, well, PlayStation, we'll give you this much money so we can show it on net. Like, maybe PlayStation, again, maybe more will come out about this, but maybe PlayStation's like, yeah, go ahead. It'll advertise more for us. Rockstar doesn't give a shit because it doesn't matter. Anything Rockstar does, PlayStation benefits from. Why does Netflix throw their hat in the ring with this?
But why would Netflix pay to have the rights to use to watch it 6 hours earlier? It doesn't make fiscal sense.
Krebsy says GTA 6 trailer got 475 million views in the first 24 hours. Great. What does that do for Netflix? Everyone knows what Netflix is, right? Netflix is Netflix. We all know that's where you go to watch movies, and they have games. But no one plays the games. If they were using this as a marketing tool to advertise for their games, cool. But why would you use a game that's not going to be on your platform to market your gaming side? And why would you use a game to market Netflix, which is a movie thing, right? It doesn't make sense from that standpoint. And maybe it does to somebody out there, and I would love to be educated on this, because it makes no sense to me. Because as soon as you watch that trailer on Netflix, even if you already have Netflix, I already have Netflix, I'm going to watch the trailer. What happens after the trailer's done? I don't give two shits about Netflix after that. I'm like, cool, let's talk about Grand Theft Auto, right? I'm not going, oh man, right? Grand Theft Auto has nothing to do with Netflix, and Netflix has nothing to do because it's not coming to gaming. Now, we had a little conversation this morning, Sarge.
What if you could stream Grand Theft Auto
6 only on Netflix?
Right, only on Netflix.
There's a whole bunch of loopholes there, though. There's a whole bunch of loopholes.
Sure.
Because if I have Netflix on my PlayStation and Netflix on my Xbox, why do I have to buy it when I can just stream it from the console?
It's a digital version anyway.
Correct, but if this what if moment exists, okay, and Netflix makes this deal where you can cloud game, okay,
right,
the greatest game that's ever lived in the last 15 years on Netflix, the entire industry changes like this.
Well, yeah, sure. But
Why
what
do
are they
running? $100.
So what would be the difference? What would be the difference from streaming a movie or streaming a game from a server? What would be the difference?
Just more, more data.
You need a controller. You need a controller.
Yeah.
You would need a controller and something else in your house.
It's a single player game. It's a single player game. We're not talking about online Grand Theft Auto. We're just talking single player Grand Theft Auto.
I mean, other than that ridiculous hypothetical, nothing else makes sense.
Yeah, it makes. Again, I can't.
And what's for 6 hours? The difference between the international dateline and the European time is 6 hours. Is that what we're talking about? Like 6 hours is nothing.
Yeah, but that is so short term, Krebsy. I get what you're saying, and I've seen that aspect of it where I'm like, okay, they talk about Netflix, but as soon as that trailer's over, if it's 15 minutes trailer extended version of Grand Theft Auto, after that trailer comes out, nobody's talking about Netflix anymore. They're just talking about the trailer.
So wait, Krebsy, do you believe that there's some kind of missing pool of people that don't know who Netflix is, and then watching a trailer about Grand Theft Auto is going to make them recognize what Netflix is and want to buy Netflix?
Well,
I'm pretty sure everybody who wants Netflix has Netflix.
Right, 350 million people have Netflix. 93 million people have Xbox, or I'm sorry, PlayStation. 28 million have Xbox. Combined total, that's 110 million. That's 200 million less people, right? And if it is true that Grand Theft Auto pre-ordered, sold 50 million copies, don't you think everybody that wanted to play Grand Theft Auto has bought and pre-ordered Grand Theft Auto right now? It makes no sense to me. I don't think you're going to be like, oh, wow, Netflix is showing the Grand Theft Auto. I'm going to go buy Grand Theft Auto now because it's on Netflix. Like, no, that doesn't make sense because it's not on Netflix. But if it is on Netflix on cloud, people are like, I'll try that. I'll pay Netflix a monthly subscription to play.
But see that can't
that's just Game Pass.
That's even a worse plausible outcome, because I'm pretty sure the people who own any kind of gaming system also have Netflix.
That's correct.
So if they have
there's so much overlap, right?
If they have Netflix and you can stream it from Netflix, then why would I need to pre-order from anyone? I have Netflix. You know what I mean? Like I would buy it through right? You're buying it through Netflix, right? It's a digital thing.
Jesse Mack says, what if GTA 6, a movie to promotion like a movie, GTA 6 series is the biggest entertainment franchise in the world. Why not try out something different?
Because I agree with you, but it still doesn't make no sense.
Yeah, but look, I get it from a standpoint of if Rockstar approached Netflix. Now, again, we don't know if they paid. I'm assuming they wouldn't because 6 hours later, they're dropping it on their own channel. Okay. So it'd be stupid to promote. We paid Netflix money, but then 6 hours later, we're just going to show it on our channel. That makes no sense, right? Netflix approached Rockstar and was like, hey, we want to show your trailer on Netflix. And experimental for Netflix. Rockstar, they'll be like, I guess, sure, we'll take money for you to advertise this, but 6 hours later, we're going to show it, right? But we're going to let everyone in the world like show your trailer when it's on Netflix and then talk about it 6 hours before it launches. It fundamentally doesn't make any sense to me, okay, unless Netflix has got something up their sleeve, right? Again, I'll say it again. If they're promoting the Grand Theft Auto games that are on Netflix already, which they are, okay, cool. If they're promoting a unannounced Grand Theft Auto series coming out down the road, cool, right? If they have something along these lines, fantastic. But if it's just promoting the game, to get the trailer out first, it makes no sense.
All right, so brainstorm it. So Netflix offers a 15% discount to the digital copy of Grand Theft Auto for those people who have never signed up for Netflix before, right? That would be plausible, right? You never have Netflix. You get a percentage off of Grand Theft Auto for signing up, right? That would make sense.
Oh no, I get it, Krebsy. I'm not saying it's happening. I'm trying to make sense of it. Why Netflix would pay money, and again, we don't know how much they paid, right? I would love to know what the boatload of cash they gave Rockstar to go, yeah, okay. But we'll only give you a 6 hour head start.
But for a 6 hour head start, maybe a couple $100,000, maybe. Come on.
I think it's going to be the extended thing that they always do for the like for Red Dead 2, Grand Theft Auto 5, Grand Theft Auto 4, where they always have this extended look where that woman's voice or that guy's voice comes in and it's like, in Grand Theft Auto, blah, 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 in Red Dead Redemption, you're going to be able to do this. That's what I figure. If it's a 7 to 15 minute long type of thing, right? I look, from a Rockstar standpoint, it makes 100% sense. From a Netflix throwing their hat in the ring, makes absolutely no sense. And this is why I'm confused by Netflix.
I mean,
so they're at the saturation point, Sarge. Netflix is like, we're saturated. Nobody else is buying Netflix. So we're going to throw money at Grand Theft Auto. So people go, oh, well, Netflix showed the trailer. So I'm going to rent Netflix.
I could see.
They're not going to watch Netflix. They're going to be playing Grand Theft Auto.
No, I know that. What I'm saying is I could see Netflix giving out discounts for Netflix to if you know what I'm saying? Like it would be some kind of cross promotional thing that if you sign up for Netflix, every new account for Netflix, you get like 15% off of the game or something like that. I could see that. That would be the reason why Netflix does it for people that don't have Netflix. But I'm pretty sure people who have video game systems have Netflix. I don't think there's a lot of people wandering around who own a PC and some consoles and don't have Netflix. I don't know who these mystery people are, but I'm pretty sure they have Netflix.
Right now, they don't know anything about Grand Theft Auto. They don't know anything about Grand Theft Auto, and they're just Netflix users. And then all of a sudden, it shows up on Netflix, and they're like, "What is this Grand Theft Auto I've never heard of?" Oh, I'm so glad Netflix showed this trailer to me. I'm now going to go buy a $900 console with a $100 game that I don't know anything about up until this very moment. Thank you, Netflix, for showing me the ways. Like I just don't get it.
I have to. It's almost comical. I want to see this. I want to see how fast it comes up in Netflix, and then how fast it's on YouTube. Like what? Like a 3-minute delay? Like a 3-minute delay?
Streaming, and I'll just use myself as an example. I'm live. I stream every day, Monday through Thursday. Now, obviously, it's at 3 p.m. I go live at 3 p.m. and go, hey, we're going to watch the Grand Theft Auto premiere on Netflix because they said it was okay for me to stream. They're like, no, it's only on Netflix. Okay, great. I'm on YouTube. I'm now live streaming the Netflix premiere thing of Grand Theft Auto, and now everyone's watching me watching Netflix.
But this is why,
and then gets their thing, and then 5 seconds after it's done, then other people just start uploading the video onto their channels, and then 6 hours later, then it goes live on Rockstar, and then they get 475 million views on top of that. When everyone's already dissect the entire trailer, they know like every secret known to man.
Do you know what can happen in 6 hours? The dissection of a video from the nerddom. Yeah,
there's gonna be tens of thousands of articles written, right? And no one's gonna be talking about Netflix as Netflix. They'll be like, yeah, the trailer of Grand Theft Auto on Netflix. They'll be like, okay, cool. Right? They're gonna forget about it like that.
It seems very strange. I'm anxious to see what's going to happen. I actually, when does this happen? The 27th.
27th, yeah.
27th. What time?
Well, right now it would go live a half hour ago, 2 weeks from now.
So 9 p.m.
9 p.m. on
the
Thursday.
27th.
On the 27th. Yep.
Okay.
Too bad it didn't fall in the 500th episode. That would be fun.
I mean, I always love a train wreck when you know what time the trains are coming. Like I'm wanting to see this one. This one will be fun to watch. I'm trying to put myself in the Corpo's position. Is it a marketing thing? Sure. Do we get enough eyes? Do we get enough eyes on the product? Sure. Do we promote our own service? Sure. But once again, I'm pretty sure people who have consoles and are going to buy Grand Theft Auto already have Netflix. I don't know who these mystery people are who don't have any video games, have Netflix, and want to play Grand Theft Auto.
Well, I also think it's very, very interesting because there's been a lot of talk, and obviously Rockstar doesn't have to say a goddamn thing, right? There's been talks that Grand Theft Auto has sold 30 million, 40 million, 50 million units pre-order, but no one's come out officially and said how many, and they don't have to, obviously. Okay, so everyone thinks that it's already sold 50 million units. And they haven't done anything. They haven't shown any gameplay whatsoever. And 3 weeks from now, they were going to show an extended version of gameplay. And 20 million more people are? So 70 million people? And they'll be like, yeah, let them think. Let them think there's 70 million people that pre-ordered it. We'll tell the number when it comes out. They will. At one point, they're going to tell you the number. But right now, everyone in their head thinks 50 million people have pre-ordered it right now.
I don't think that.
That's what's... I'm just saying that's what's going around.
No, I get it, but
right?
I don't.
Rockstar's not going to be like, no, we only sold 10. Like they're not going to say anything. They're like, yeah, let them think there's 50 million people. All right,
it's going to be fun to watch. I know that.
Let's go.
I'm pretty sure the internet's going to crash that day because every streamer and their mother will be talking about Grand Theft Auto.
Right,
like everyone,
not Netflix. No one's going to be talking about Netflix. They'll be like, it's on Netflix. And then as soon as the trailer's out, no one will be talking about Netflix. It'll be a little name. Yeah, the trailer appeared on Netflix, right? That's it. It'll be like, oh, did you see the breakdown? Did you see there was 2 towers in the background that made there's an Easter egg somewhere in there. Like that's what people are going to go with. Maybe Netflix is in the game. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe they're in the game. You could watch real movies inside the game, Sarge. You could watch Netflix inside of GTA Online. There it is. They're promoting Netflix to tell you that Netflix is in Rockstar's game. Maybe that's what they're doing.
Okay, that's doable. But what's the spoof name of Netflix in the game?
No spoof. Actual Netflix.
Oh, the actual name.
Yeah, Netflix is in. Like you're your character. You walk into your house. You sit down, and you can watch Netflix. I can
watch a movie
on the television.
Inside. Yeah, interesting. I mean, that's also plausible because then it would boost sales. It would boost the time for Grand Theft Auto gameplay and also time watched for Netflix, right? Because you have to be in the game to watch the movie.
That's right.
So the numbers go up because of that.
Link your Netflix account with your PlayStation Network or whatever, and now you can be in the game and you can watch Netflix.
Now we're getting somewhere. Now,
this is why you guys.
Now it's starting.
This is how you guys watch us because we come up with shit like this. You've heard it here first.
Now we're getting somewhere.
Yeah.
Now we're getting somewhere. That could be possible. Netflix is inside the game. That might be possible.
I just thought about that. I was just like, now that would make sense why they're putting a bunch of money into it. That would make sense. That would make sense. I don't know if it's happening. If it does though, clip it. Okay, clip it. All right. The next thing, Sarge, everyone, a couple weeks ago, Ryan Hurst was injured and they stopped filming. Okay, for God of War TV show. And everyone was like, well, who should be in? Some people in chat were like, what about David Bautista? Well, David Bautista is in talks to play Kratos in God of War, replacing Ryan Hurst on the Amazon series.
Let's do it. Let's do this.
I think this is a much better casting than Ryan Hurst. Okay. I like David Bautista. He does a lot of stuff, right? For acting and stuff wise, taking different roles. I think he is Kratos in this particular thing. He's believable for me.
Yes.
Right. So I think the internet wins again.
That's a win. That's a win.
Krebsy says there are rumors that you can link your Spotify account to GTA 6. That would be fantastic because that means
your own radio stations.
That means 30 NSG is in Spotify, which is then in GTA 6, and you can listen to my albums in Grand Theft Auto. I'll tell you what, I'll buy the game then. Just cruising around, listen to 30 NSG playlist. It'd be amazing. Yeah, but I think this is. What do you think, chat? I think David Bautista is the right call. He should have been the original call, in my opinion. But I think at least they've done it. And now again, he's only in talks, so we don't know if he's actually got the part yet. But I guess we'll find out pretty soon because they're supposed to start back up. I think at the end of this month.
Who do you want, Brain? Who do you want as Kratos? Who? Eclipse
says I don't like it.
Who do you want to be it? We don't got many guys that'll fit this bill here.
Well, yeah, Triple H would have been good if he wasn't a C-suite for WWE. Yeah, I mean, look, I'll tell you who I don't want to play it.
Triple
The Rock.
H's old. Triple H is old.
Well, he's pretty old too. Bautista, he's pretty old.
I don't think he's older than Triple H though.
I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I think this is a good casting. I want a fat chick to play Kratos. Yeah. The break by immersion.
No.
Pedro Pascal. I think you're right, Ron. I think Pedro Pascal would be the perfect fit.
Yeah, he'd have to be on a regimented bulking policy for the next 6 months before that would happen.
And I don't think he can grow a beard. I don't think Pedro can grow that beard. They would have to CGI that on him. What else we got?
Badly. They would use it badly.
So the video game industry has are they the same age? There you go. What's the age, Krebsy? What's the age of them?
Brock Lesnar. It's Kratos.
Brock Lesnar for Kratos? I don't think he can act very well though. He's the guy that plays Kratos? Oh, sure. What's his name? Judd? 57? Yeah. Yeah, I think Judd could do it. I mean, obviously, he's the voice of him. I mean, there's got to be a reason they didn't do it.
I mean, you could put that. I'm pretty sure that's not Kratos' real color of skin. He's putting some kind of stuff on it. So you can just put the stuff on.
Sure, it doesn't matter if you're black or white. Yeah,
doesn't matter if you're black or white.
It doesn't matter if black or white. Yeah. So the video game industry has done this for the last, I don't know, decade, where they put a game out, minimal viable product, and the game is incomplete when it comes out, and they fix it later, right? It's nothing's on the disc, right? It's an incomplete game on the disc, right? So the music industry said, hey, we should do what the video game industry is doing, and we should do that. And they did. Physical media fans are sick of expensive vinyl albums with unfinished tracks on them or missing songs. A bait and switch isn't cool. So a recent vinyl record trend has collectors and fans frustrated and disappointed. More often than not, new physical records from artists like Clary XCX and Olivia Rodrigo and The Weeknd and Beyonce are arriving in stores with unfinished tracks, incomplete songs, or missing content. For folks paying $30 or more for a record, it's an annoying situation caused a longer lead time.
That's gotta be that's production. That's production.
Vinyl records. What are we doing here?
That's production.
What the fuck are we doing here that you're releasing? It's not like you could do a patch to re-scratch the fucking record, right? Like you're making the record.
That's during production. That has to be during production.
Yeah, but why are they letting it go? If you're Beyonce,
because you're outsourcing the manufacturing of the record.
If you're
and
Beyonce,
the country that you have it in, they don't care, and they can save time and money by not putting the full thing on the record, so they can stamp out. If
you're paying for the record for the whole thing.
I'm aware, bro, but this is how they save money. This is how.
Well, yeah, that's how you save money. You buy the thing for completeness, but you only put one song on there.
I mean,
like, well, I just wanted to make more money. Yeah, but I wanted to get my value.
But they'll sell you the single of the song that you're missing for 25% off. Right? That's what's going to happen.
Stupid, right? I'm sorry, but if you're an artist and I buy your album and it's incomplete, one, I'm gonna get a refund. I'm never going to support anything you ever do again because you just try to screw me over on getting a half of less than an album that I paid for.
I mean,
don't get me wrong.
This is not something that surprises me, though.
This is the gaming industry hears this and they're like, wait a minute, we could do even more. So let's do physical. We're going to keep physical, guys, but we're just going to put incomplete things on the physical form and we'll charge way more for that. It'll be $130 for physical and the game will still be broke, buggy, and unfinished. And they're like, that sounds excellent. Let's follow suit with the music industry.
That's genius. We can make a
double the money.
Yeah, 25% increase this quarter. If we just don't give them things on the actual the items that they bought. That makes
fucking
sense.
Retarded, man. This stuff like this pisses me off. What else we got here? Oh, here's another one, Sarge. Escape from Tarkov, seasonal wipe blocked by paywall. Yep, it's exactly what you think it is, Sarge. Okay.
Wait. Let me read the headline again. Hang on.
Okay. Escape from Tarkov, seasonal wipe blocked by paywall.
Okay, so
you get reset every couple months.
Don't you want the reset? That's the point of it.
Well, so if you want to participate in the Escape from Tarkov wipe for your new seasonal character resetting, if to pick new modifiers during a live season, you'll have a major box to tick first. As you might have understood, PvP and PvE characters do not automatically wipe anymore, but every 4 to 6 months, you'll be able to experience the entirely new game and season with totally fresh characters. However, if you want to reset your seasonal character earlier than that, you'll need to be part ways with a little cash for some in-game Terra coins or Tar coins, okay? A new digital currency that can be obtained by paying some real-world money. It's not the only way to get your hands on the Tar coins. It should be called retard coins, but easily the most direct way, okay? It says the reset your season character progress before the window is up for everyone. You'll need to slip some Tar coins into the Battle State Games pocket. This was recently discovered as players leaped head over heels for the new 1.10 update, which most major overhaul to the hit Escape of Tarkov since the game launched in November of 2025. Several weeks ago, Battle State Games introduced the expansion hub, an all-new digital storefront powered by these tar coins. It's also a way to purchase things that would otherwise cost real money, such as exclusive outfits, stash expansions, and access to PvE ecosystem if you don't already have them. Tar coins can be earned by working your way through the new Battle Pass, introduce the Core Breach, or the game's first season, or you can find new various high-profile areas across Escape from Tarkov. However, the easiest way to stack up the Tar coins is to simply pay for them using your hard-earned cash. Done.
This is like the official definition of make the problem, sell the solution.
Yep. This is make a problem, sell the solution. Here it is. We've revamped the game, but if you want to do this, you can either grind.
So if I don't, so if I don't want to wipe, I can pay not to wipe. Right? It's sad, bro. Just sad. Gaming in 2026 is just sad. It's a giant room full of pay monkeys who don't care.
So if I was a person that played Tarkov, which I'm not, I would no longer play Tarkov. I'd be done. I'd be like, you are done. You are dead to me.
But you don't have to do it, bro. You just get your character wiped like everybody else. You don't have to pay.
I don't care. I don't even like the fact that they put it in the game after this, right?
Well, they got to keep the lights on, bro.
It's like a bait and switch, dude.
Yeah, they got to keep the lights on.
Here we are. This is the game that you pay for. This is what it is. And then they're like, oh, we're just gonna cut this off. Here you go. Just want to.
Well, that's the dream, Water. That's the dream to get you on auto pay with. Yeah, that's the dream.
Fuck, I swear to God. Remember, most of these games in the future, when they're all digital, you're gonna have to have your ID. You're gonna have to piss in a cup. You're gonna have to get a retina scan. You're gonna get a face recognition. You're gonna have to just make sure you're old enough
for your security.
Yeah, for your security.
For your security.
So save the children. Make sure you insert a credit card
because we wouldn't want somebody else playing the game that you borrowed.
Right. We don't want you to get screwed over by people that are criminals in the world that take your hard-earned cash. Okay, we want to make sure you're safe on our games. Insert cash here.
I mean, at this point right now, they can basically follow you around all day long. They're like, oh yeah, Sarge is playing a game online right now. Oh, he left his house. He's in his car. Oh, he's playing something else in his car, but his car's moving because the phone's tracked, right? So, oh, he's playing car cough on his mobile device. Oh, he went to the supermarket. He's in the supermarket like get the fuck out of here, man.
Fucking, I swear to God. All these companies.
It's too much, man. It's too much.
Well, let's go to Xbox, and then we'll get into the next story I want to talk about, Sarge, is Xbox disc to digital could be coming as soon as this month, according to a leaked document. Okay, a public beta has reportedly planned for July, but was delayed. Right, they can't even get their alphas out in time, Sarge.
But what? So
their
what
alphas are broken and buggy.
So what are you telling me I can do? What is it? What is it there? Are they going to sell me blank discs? Is that what's going to happen now?
This feature
is Xbox going to sell me blank discs?
Hey,
what are you trying to tell me?
You too can have the starter set of your physical disc kit. Buy a blank copy of a box, plus print out your own cover.
Right. I'm gonna make my own box.
Yeah, you can make
my own disc.
They respect me. They love them. They love me.
Just grab their ankles. Just grab their ankles.
Right. They want to sell you the kit. Right. So here it is. It says this feature lets players insert a compatible Xbox disc to receive a digital license, essentially turning it into a digital version that acts as if it had been bought on the Xbox store and therefore no longer needs to have a disc in the drive. Now, The Verge reports that received a document recently sent to the developers which suggests the feature will be rolling out soon. According to the publication, a report says the public beta for the program was supposed to take place in July before rolling out in general availability in August. The plan was reportedly to test the program in Xbox Insiders last month, but it was also delayed. It's not clear whether or not August target for a full rollout is still be planned. Don't worry, they're going to be testing it for the next 12 months while they're okay. Players will be able to turn their discs, their digital discs their disc games into digital games. The document describes the process in a similar way that was reported last month. If a player inserts the Xbox One or Xbox Series S disc into either console, they'll be given a digital license with an first of all, that's Xbox One. Okay. Xbox One, or I was going to say the S doesn't have a disk drive. The license will then stay with that player's account, meaning the game will act like other digital purchase. This means not only will you be able to play the game on the same console without needing to have a disc inserted, they'll also be able to play in other consoles such as the Xbox Series S. So
okay, let me ask you this question.
Yeah.
Okay, so why would I need to turn my disc game into digital?
So you don't sell it to somebody else. Because what that happens is now, Sarge, if I have a disc,
right?
Okay, let's say Borderlands 2. Okay? I have Borderlands 2. I have a physical copy of Borderlands 2. Yep. I insert it into my Xbox.
Yep.
Now it's digitally converted into a digital version of Borderlands 2.
So now I can't sell the game. Now
if you can sell the disc, but as soon as that person takes that disc and puts it into their system, you lose access to Borderlands 2 on your system because you no longer own it.
Shit.
Right. But that's what they're doing, right? They're making it digital so you can have it on your ecosystem, so they're doing you a favor, right? But if you give a disc to somebody, right, now you lose it. So that, even though you would lose it anyway, like you're selling it back.
It seems like an awful lot of jumping through hoops for just handing someone a disc and saying, go.
Right, because they want you
Why would I need to transfer my hard copy disc into digital? Why?
Because you don't want to put the disc in the disc tray anymore. That's the reason.
Steam. So Steam, right? That's what we're
They
talking
want
about.
you to, but basically what they want you to do is convert all your shit into digital. So when the next Xbox comes out, that your whole fucking digital library is over there. So it's more reason to buy the Helix, I would assume. Right? Do you see what I'm saying?
Right.
Don't go buy it again. Just take your disc, make it digital, and put it over on this ecosystem that we have over here because we respect you. We love you, Sarge. Xbox loves you.
I'm gonna take my hard copies and turn them into digital.
So now you have to sit there and convert all your discs. Yeah, you
just
convert all your discs.
The reason why I have the discs is to put it in and play it.
Right.
That's the reason I have it.
But if you're a person like the guy earlier today in stream, he's like, I fucking hate physical. I hope it burns. It's like,
so
why?
I'm pretty sure.
Environment.
So does it go? So does it go?
So
does it go? Does it go into their cloud? Because my hard drive is going to be full, right? So it can't be on my end.
I would assume it would go in the cloud. Yeah.
Right. It has to go to the cloud on their end, right?
It's just you're inserting the disk and it goes, oh, he owns this. So we'll give him access to the library of it.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. Like if I own the disc and it goes into the drive, they know I own it. At that point, I own it. Just let me stream it from the cloud.
This is what I think they're going to
change?
Do. No, this is what they're going to do.
I need to change it into digital.
Ready? Are you ready?
You guys have it. What are we talking about? Wait, slow down, because
I think this is what they want to do.
It's really starting to not make any sense anymore. Like if I have the hard copy and for convenience, I want it to be digital. So then I just put the disc in, go to the menu and say, hey, I own this. I want to play digital. And they should just say, yes, that's it. And then I just stream it from wherever and I have the game.
Well, here
that's
it says
the point.
Disc will reportedly continue to work after they've been installed, and players will only lose their entitlement to keep playing if their disc is given to a friend or sold to someone else. But that's the exact same thing. If I had the physical disc, I said, "Here, Sarge, here's the disc," and you're like, "Thanks."
But Argus,
and you put in yours. I can't play anymore.
Anywhere, anyway. Right. So what they're trying to say is they're talking about the older games. I want to take my older games and put them digitally so then I can play them anywhere, like everything else I have for my current system is basically what they're saying. But at that point, you don't need to change anything into anything. The disc being in your disk drive they recognize it. You own the disc.
The only reason they're doing this is because I don't think there's a disc drive in the future.
Sure.
So take all your games, turn them to digital, and then they'll move forward.
They'll move forward with you to the Helix.
They'll move forward with you. I would assume that's what the plan is.
But that would still just mean I'm playing them on the cloud.
Or
that's all that means.
Or they sell a separate disc drive. They're like, you can convert it, and when you put it in there, it melts the disc. It uploads it to the cloud and says he owns it, but it has a nail inside there, and it just
right. They just destroy your own hard copy, so you can't use it anymore.
Yeah, it destroys the hard disk, so that way you can't use it anymore. And they're like, oh, so sorry, but you have a digital version of it now.
I think everyone's lost the plot, man. Honestly, I think we've all lost the plot. If I have the disc, they know I have the disc. When I put it in the machine, they know it's mine.
Yeah.
Right. At that point,
hey, here's the disc.
At that point, at that point, they just say, okay, he has the disc, which means he owns the game. So then from now on, he can just like Steam, I pull it down. I just start playing it because I already own it.
Maybe you don't want load screens. I don't know. I don't get it.
I don't.
A lot of stuff I don't get.
My brain hurts even trying to fathom. What that represents.
I can't imagine someone be like, "Well, this is so much more convenient. I have to take all my games now, and let's say you have 300 games, right? 300 games, 400 games, 500 games, and you're like, hold on a second, what are you doing today? I'm installing.
I'm changing everything to digital.
Yeah,
I love my hard copy so much. I want to put them all digital.
Yeah, I want to make all my hard copies that I love into digital forms, so I don't have to insert the disc anymore. Here's the next one. Here's the next one. Well, Sarge, Activision Blizzard, right? Bobby Kotick sold and got the fuck out of Dodge, right? Sold it to Microsoft.
He collected a big payday. Yeah.
And Bobby Kotick, Paramount, has reportedly approached former Activision Bobby Kotick about joining the company's board of directors following its acquisition of Warner Brothers Discovery. If this man gets on the board of Warner Brothers Discovery, holy shit, right? He's just like, I'm doing nothing. I made billions of dollars. It's good, right? Made extra cash. Yeah, I'm gonna come over. This company's a shithole, by the way. Paramount, Discovery, Warner Brothers. They should just get torn apart, right? They're asking him to come on board because he can get shit done.
Right.
That's right. Right. He can get shit done.
So the first thing he would do when he gets there, he'd fire everybody.
Everybody.
Right. If they hire him, no lie, I think the people who hired him, he would fire as soon as he gets to be in charge.
Yeah,
like
look at his
people
grin.
that bring him in.
This is 100%. Here's Bobby. Right? It's like fucking John.
If they put him in charge of anything in the Paramount, they're gonna fire everybody in that place to start over. They have to.
Bobby, can you come and save us, please? Yeah, let me tell you something. All right, am I on the board now? Yes, you're officially on the board.
He doesn't need a paycheck.
Every single one of you guys is fucking fired. You guys have made no profit in 25 years on this board of Discovery and WB. You ran this into the shithole. He's like, I took a shithole and made it into a multi-billion-dollar company. You've made zero profit. Did you know that? The CW made $0. Okay, the entire time they had Smallville and Arrow and the WB and the CW and all the other stuff. $0 the entire time it existed. What the fuck were you doing over there?
I mean, they're waiting for a good run. I don't know how long do you fail before you get replaced? I'm curious.
Only profitable thing in the last 15 years, Hogwarts Legacy and Harry Potter. That's it. The Harry Potter franchise and the video game are the only things profitable for WB. Everything else is just like, and Batman. I'm sorry, and Batman.
I don't like what would he be asking for? Like besides the blood of their children? Like what would he ask for? Like he has all the money. Like what paycheck would they pay him? Like, Bobby, we want you to come and clean up Paramount Warner Brothers. And you just kind of, we want you to come in and start from the top. I want the blood of your children first.
Yeah.
And then
how bad do you want it? I'm Bobby fucking Kotick.
What would he do? He would literally have to fire everybody there.
Yeah. First thing I'm doing, I'm firing James fucking Gunn. He's out. What is this Supergirl shit?
He'd fire
Bobby, there's no smoking in here. Fuck you.
He would fire everybody. If nobody made a profit,
turns his pinky ring. That's it.
Yeah, it calls the power of the demons. He turns his pinky ring. He summons the power of Beelzebub, and he just starts going to work. Right? There is no world where he's not walking in there and firing everybody. No one made a dime.
And he should. He should fire everybody. Let's see what else we got going on here.
This is exciting. When would that take place? Would it be this
year?
Year?
Soon, because
this year?
The deal's not going through right now. They're trying to break the deal up.
Yeah.
Right. And they're trying to separate Warner Brothers, like completely destroy it, because they don't want Netflix or Paramount to take it over as is. So apparently there's going to be some sort of taking it apart or whatever, but they're trying to save it. That's why they're bringing Bobby Kotick in, because he knows people in the mob, and they could get this shit, shit done.
Yeah, right. He's allied of the demons, and so he'll come in and make sure he'll get things together. I mean, I don't see how the company recovers. It's literally the definition of too big to fail. They own too many IPs, and they're not successful. And if either one of those other companies gets them, they'd be too strong. That's basically what it comes down to.
Right. So they have to break it up. But then if you break it up, then it goes into a whole other, because everyone's going to go for a feeding frenzy for like Batman, like DC, and then a feeding frenzy for like Harry Potter, because it has to get separated. It's not coming together. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it'd be like a mad dash for certain brands, and everything else will just go to the fucking other waste.
Like a corporate garage sale.
Yeah, it's exactly a yard sale. It's a yard sale.
God.
Yeah.
The worst of all the
what's up, Batman?
sales.
Right? And they could, which really could happen, is if they really want to, like what Marvel did back in the day, they could break up DC characters and give certain characters to certain people. So like Amazon could own Batman, and then Google could own like Superman, and Wonder Woman goes to fucking Microsoft or something. You know what I mean?
That'd be a travesty, bro.
Yeah. So, next thing I want to talk about, Sarge, because it's 10 o'clock, and we'll get to the Q&A in a second here. We're going to talk about our predictions for Spider-Man that happened. All right, so let me bring this up.
I was wrong.
Yeah, but we gotta hear what we got. Guys, let me know if you can hear this. Can you hear this, Sarge?
They weren't going anywhere else, is what I'm trying to say. Like they weren't going.
Yeah, you can hear that? Okay. All right. So we're gonna show you. This is like 2-3 weeks ago, right? Krebsy asked us Spider-Man predictions, right? So this is our predictions.
Work. So they're going to
captive audience. Yeah,
right. Captive audience. All right. So $650 domestic and 1.3
50 domestic for the. Now Sarge thought when I asked him that, he thought he was talking about total world.
Yeah.
For the opening weekend, which we weren't going. It was just the opening domestic. So, but he's pretty fucking close. Weekend.
Yeah, 650 domestic.
I don't think any movie's ever done that.
Oh, it says right there. You said domestic, total domestic.
No. You're looking at the total domestic. No. Just the domestic opening. Just the opening.
Oh, the opening weekend. Opening weekend.
Yeah.
Okay, so opening weekend.
The lowest.
Hang on, I'm off. I remember this. I'm off. It blew up. 45. 165 domestic.
165 domestic.
165 domestic.
Okay.
And 1.5 billion.
1.5 billion. It's going to blow past that.
Okay.
I'm going to go with.
That's all. I'm low.
Yeah,
I'm low.
First movie. 117.
I guess people really wanted to see a Spider-Man movie.
Oh, we don't have to write it down. It's literally on. I knew it was going to be popular. Second movie was 92, 1.1. And I went above. And the third movie, No Way Home, 260, 19. I'm going to go. I don't know if it beats No Way Home. It might.
It will.
I'm going to say domestic opening weekend. Yeah. Is it in IMAX?
Not yet.
Is it in IMAX? Tomorrow. Tonight? I think it goes in IMAX. It wasn't shot in IMAX. It goes in IMAX tonight. Is it in IMAX? I'm going to go with 2. I think it's going to be No Way Home. I'm going to go 264.
We're all low.
Domestic opening weekend. And I thought I was going high. I was like, oh, just beat No Way Home, which is the highest movie it's ever been.
Low. Yeah, we're low. So just over No Way Home.
Just over what they did domestic opening here. Okay. And worldwide, I'm going to go 1. What'd you say?
I said 1.5.
Yeah, I'm around that. I'm going to say 1.65. Yeah, I'm going to say 1.65. So it won't be as much as this one because this one was like the culmination.
No, I think if they go to IMAX, I think they're probably going to blow up on the money, right?
Yeah, it's going to blow up big time. So we're going to go to the next thing here, which is oh, that's not it. So this is the franchise now. These are all franchises. Look what Spider-Man's at. These are all Spider-Man films now, right? All film franchises. Marvel Cinematic Universe sits at 33.41 billion. At number 2, it's Spider-Man at 12.21. Now that's all Toby. That's all Andrew Garfield and then Tom, right? So we have 12 billion. Star Wars up there at 10.74 billion. Wizarding World's at 9.66 billion. 007 7.8, X-Men 7.4, Fast and Furious 7.3. There's like 10 films there, you know what I mean? DC Extended Universe and Batman. Batman alone is better than the Extended Universe of almost better than DC. All right, so there's the list there. Now the box office Spider-Man Brand New Day breaks the opening day record, Sarge. So you were pretty good because you said 160, but that was for one day, not for the actual weekend. So you were good. You were close there. That would have been huge for any movie, and they shot right past fucking that. That was just for that, right? Spider-Man Brand New Day reportedly earned $70 million or more in its Thursday night previews, breaking all-time record of $60 million set by Avengers Endgame. Okay.
So apparently people were hungry to watch a Spider-Man movie, huh?
Yeah. Spider-Man Brand New Day has beaten the Avengers Endgame again, recording the biggest Friday ever American box office in history, which is $99 million to $100 million yesterday. It now holds the record for biggest domestic opening day of all time with more than $170 million. Okay, and then we go to the actual box office here, Sarge, which is domestically $449 million, and it's only been out for 6 days. Okay, we don't know the Wednesday's numbers yet. We'll get to that. Okay. 700 million international, and it's already made $1.1 billion in its first 5 days. Okay, first 5 days, it made $360 million in its opening weekend. Okay, which is goddamn. Okay. Friday sold 169, Saturday 101, Sunday 88, Monday 47, Tuesday 42. If it only goes down by like 60%, we're still talking like 30 million. Right, this coming weekend.
Well,
it'll probably go back up because IMAX now.
My total looks good though. 1.5 looks good.
It's gonna blow past that. It'll hit 1.6 this weekend. IMAX is opening up. People are gonna go see it for a second time.
The IMAX thing is opening up, right? So extra money for the IMAX.
Yeah. So that's gonna open up. It's gonna shoot past what I said at 1.65. So let's take another prediction here. Okay, where do you think it stops? All right. Do you think it breaks 2 billion? Do you think it's just shy of 2 billion? Do you think it blows past it and goes above 2 billion? What's your prediction for we're just going overall worldwide. Where do you think it ends?
I mean, I don't know what the money difference now is for the IMAX. It's more money. I'm pretty sure it's gonna break too. I think when it's all said and done, because it's probably going to be in the theater for at least a month, right? We're figuring at least a month.
Here, let's go with
if we do the little algorithm.
It'll be out there for at least 45 to, if not 2 months.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So if we use the algorithm of having
No Way Home
Friday, Saturday,
No Way Home, 1.9 billion. Do you think it beats that?
Yeah.
This is the biggest one of all time for Spider-Man.
Yeah. It's going to IMAX. It's going to go to IMAX, and it's going to be in the movie theater for almost over a month. Yeah.
Well, here, let's see how long this one. I know this was in 2021, but let's see. Domestic,
for sure.
Original release. Domestic. It was in theaters. That was in theaters for 196 days.
3.5 months.
Yeah. No, 90 days is 3 months.
Yeah.
6 months.
How many days you said total?
196.
Yeah, 90 days is 3 months.
Yeah.
100.
And then another 90 days is 180.
You said 100. You said 180 days. You said
196 days.
Oh, 196 days. I thought you said 109 days. Okay, got it.
196 days. Right. I don't think Spider-Man needs to be in the theater that long to make that. So what's your guess now for Brand New Day?
It's definitely going to break too. I mean, 2.4. It's going to be crazy.
2.4. All right. Well, hold on. Let's see.
It's going to be crazy. If it stays in if you follow the algorithm and you half every time every Saturday comes for the money it makes, and now you're going into IMAX.
Do we think it beats Avengers Endgame 2.7, almost 2.8?
Oh, that's a cool one. That's it.
Does it become the best Marvel film?
It has the possibility to do. I wouldn't put money on it, but I'd say it'd probably be damn close.
This is tough.
You said 2.6 for the Marvel for the Endgame.
2.79, almost 2.8.
So I'll say below, probably a little bit below that.
Man.
To beat that's crazy though.
It's going to IMAX. I haven't looked at any IMAX. It's coming in. It's not a true IMAX film, but it's going to IMAX. Did it open in China yet? Chat? I think it beats Endgame. I think it beats Endgame total revenue. I think it gets
We're talking about breaking. You're talking about breaking
beating worldwide for Endgame, Avengers Endgame, which is a 15-year culmination of all movies in 3 phases, and it made 2.799. I'm going 2.93. 2.93. So 2,900,000,000.
This is all going to be based off. This is all going to be based off people who watch repeats. Because if everybody watches, though it's supposed to watch it, you already know what the numbers are around what it's supposed to be. This is about repeats. This is about repeat viewing. Does the guy who watches in the theater go, "Oh, should go watch it again in IMAX?" Like that kind of thing.
I think. I mean, just to put it in perspective. Now, obviously, what's it called? The Odyssey.
I'm gonna say below Endgame.
Which was basically just all IMAX because no one went to a regular theater.
I hope I'm wrong.
Almost made $1 billion just in IMAX alone.
Yeah, that's why again, it's crazy.
Different circumstances. It was shot in all IMAX. You had to go see it in IMAX. You don't have to go see Spider-Man in IMAX.
Right.
Also, think about this. There was a shit ton of people that watched Spider-Man, and there was a lot of people, and they weren't in IMAX, meaning just normal people going to a regular theater, right? It opened up at 4,487 theaters. Actually, that's actually a good Endgame. How many theaters did it open up in? That's a good question. Let me see here. Do we have the original release? Oh, and then they re-released it. That's how it made more money. So wait a minute. What was the original worldwide when it came out? Because they re-released it and made more money. Yeah, 4,662 theaters is what they were in.
Roughly the same.
Yeah. I think it does beat Endgame, which is crazy just on its own, right? So it's beating the day record. It's beating the opening weekend record, okay? I think it beats Endgame, but here's the next thing in my question, and then we'll go to Q&A. Do you think Doomsday comes out later this year and then beats Spider-Man and Endgame? Or do you think no way?
Oh, is your hype for watching Tony Stark as Doomsday that high?
No,
do you really want to watch Tony Stark be Doomsday? We're supposed to forget that he was Iron Man, and we're going to put 27 heroes in a movie for 5 minutes and watch them all die. Like I don't know, bro. I don't think that movie is going to be as good as people think it's going to be. Just by what has to happen in the movie. I would much rather see a buildup of Secret Wars.
Yeah, which is
I would much rather watch a series of movies connected to the Secret Wars comic thing. I would much rather watch that than this whole Doomsday thing that they're trying to manufacture. They're just trying to build. They're basically, from what I've read, they are trying to make the Justice League without doing the stories of Justice League, just like DC did.
No, you're getting confused.
No, I'm not. They never. The DC
Justice League's in DC.
I'm aware. DC wanted to make the Justice League before they built up any characters.
Oh, yeah. I see what you're saying.
Them in together.
Okay.
They wanted to throw them in together. So they're doing the Doomsday thing, and they're going to throw a bunch of shit in here.
Yeah.
Trying to instead of building up what the hell's happening for the story, going to just throw all these guys in and kill them off. I mean, no, I don't think so. I don't think it's going to be that game. I don't think Doomsday will beat Spider-Man. No.
All right. Let's go to Q&A. Let's go to Q&A. If you guys have a question, put your question in chat, and then if we want to answer it, we'll answer it. I'm trying to see what else is on the docket. Fallout 3 Remaster should fix every issue, Sarge. This is what they said while we're waiting for the Q&A. Fallout 3 Remaster should fix every issue on the original, as it did not come out as Bethesda intended. I love stuff like this, right? They're like, yeah, we'll fix everything, and when this game comes out, it will not be finished. It'll still be broke, buggy, and unfinished, as they always are. Sarge is done with Fallout. He loves Fallout, but
I do love Fallout, but I'm done listening to Bethesda. I'm just done. They haven't done anything. 8 years, bro. They've done nothing. They've made DLCs for online games. They haven't done anything. As far as I'm concerned, they haven't justified their existence to be a studio at this moment. At this point, showing a teaser trailer 8 years ago and then having no game, like seriously, no game, no Fallout, no Elder Scrolls, no other game, nothing, just making DLCs for shit.
Yeah, but it's not just about Thanos, Krebsy. It's the buildup of all the things leading up to it, all the movies leading up to it, then the Avengers movies leading up to it, going to the next thing. I'm not just talking about the buildup of Thanos, right?
The rest of the heroes had a buildup.
Yeah, it's the other heroes that have to build up. I mean, what did we get? You get Doom at the end of Fantastic Four, and that's it. And now all of a sudden we have a movie. There's like nothing happened in between that and this. We didn't even get anything at the end of this one to push us forward to the other one, except, well, I can't say because I don't want to ruin it for people. So,
I mean, maybe it'll be cool for the fact of killing off a bunch of heroes and watching the bad guys win a little bit. But at the same time, I'm not sure if the writers have the chops to make something like this. We're going to see.
Let me see what else we got going on here. Oh, this is also another Spider-Man thing that I thought was funny. We got BMW owners, okay, angry over Spider-Man ads appearing on the dashboard. Okay, so imagine you buy a $100,000 plus car, Sarge. You turn it on, and all of a sudden your display says, "In theaters, July, whatever, 31st, Spider-Man swinging in," and the display comes in and whatnot, right? So BMW fans are enraged customers by sending ads into Spider-Man Brand New Day directly into their car, okay, into the system. The ad appears as a notification when starting the car. When tapped, it plays a full-screen 19-second animation with music and light show. Right? So the ads started going out on July 27th and said it continued through August 10th. All right, cars built after July 2020 of BMW Operating System 7 or newer are displaying a Spider-Man promo for more than 70 markets. Okay, so some BMW owners on Reddit are understandably unhappy with the unsolicited showing up in their vehicle. They spent $100,000 on their car, and it says it's disgusting. Others ask if they can opt out. First of all, it should be an opt-in. I shouldn't have to opt out.
That's correct.
The opting out was me paying $100,000 for the car because I didn't ask you.
That and I have to pay for the heated seats.
Right.
The subscription model for heated seats.
The subscription seats, right? If I have to pay that much money for a car and I have to opt out of an ad, then I shouldn't pay that much for the car. Do you know what I mean? How about you give it to me to $80,000 and then you can play all the ads you want, okay? Because I paid $20,000 less and you're giving me ads. This is fucking ridiculous, right? Some users compare the U2 album song of Innocence the Apple pushed out to all iTunes users back in 2014. Apple did not allow users to decline or delete the album, leading to the widespread backlash. Apple ultimately did add a tool for deleting the album. Okay, BMW sent out the press release highlighting the ad campaign to late July, claiming it was exclusive Spider-Man animation that was a special surprise for BMW owners.
Yeah, special surprise, all right.
I would pull up to the thing and go, I want my money back. Sir, you've had the car for 3 years. I don't give a shit. I didn't want ads in my car, so take the car back.
Right, don't even worry about it. I'm going to drive it into a wall, collect the insurance money. Don't even worry about it.
Oh, man. To celebrate the partnership with Spider-Man Brand New Day, BMW has a special surprise for its drivers. Why do I have to opt out?
First of all, it's disgusting that they have to put ads fucking everywhere, dude. Everywhere. I'll be honest with you, bro. I think the next car I'm going to buy is an old car, like a old Camaro or an old Mustang or something like this, because I'm done with the whole digital up my ass the entire time.
Yeah, it's crazy that all of a sudden just appears in your car. You're on the phone. You're like, "Hey, what's going on?" Yeah. You're like, "What the fuck is going on?"
Every time I start the car.
Only up until July 10th or August 10th. Yeah. It runs for 2 weeks. 2 weeks special. You're like, "Fuck it, fine. I'll go to the goddamn movie." Right? You want me to go to the movies? You want me to go to the movies? And just start driving.
Guy drives into the theater.
Yeah.
That's what's going to end up happening. Some guy's going to drive his Beamer into the theater.
I think BMW is pretty shitty though, right? Like the heated seats, the the throttling. They had the throttle, the subscription, right?
Subscription to the throttle, which means your car won't go the top speed unless you
pay for it. You get ads. Yeah,
go fuck yourself, bro.
Good time.
If you're buying a BMW today, you're just a cuck at this point. That's it. Just say it as it is.
Did you not get the other package? You get the ad-free package for your Beamer. We're doing an upgrade right now. You get a sunroof with the Odyssey tickets.
1 gallon of petrol for free.
All right, let's get to some Q&A. All right, first question we got here is from Jesse Mack. It says, 30, give me a couple of things in Spider-Man Brand New Day that you didn't that you disliked about it without spoilers.
Can't answer yet. I didn't see it yet. We're probably gonna go this week.
I really liked the main story of Spider-Man. Okay, I thought it was the best Spider-Man we got in all the movies that he has. Right, so I liked that arc of Peter Parker and Spider-Man. What I disliked about the film is the main story of like the villain that's in the film, which I can't say because of spoilers and whatnot. But there's so many loopholes and holes like Swiss cheese within that whole story thing. But the overall, like, there's more pros in the film than cons. I'll say that. But I'm very interested to see what happens because of the cons. What happens going into the future. And if you've seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't seen the movie, you're like, what the hell is he talking about? It's a good movie. Overall, it's a good movie. I'll give it like an 8 out of 10. Action sequences are fantastic. The worst part about it is the villain's story, like the story that they were telling with that part. That's what I disliked about the film. But I didn't dislike the film. It's a good film. It's my favorite. It's my favorite one of Tom, of all the ones that he's done. Altern says, I like that T-shirt you are wearing, 30. Where can I buy it? And do you know if I can pay it with rec Terra coins? No, retarded Terra coins. You cannot use those, but you can purchase it. And here you go. We can put that right here for you. You can scan that little barcode up there, and there's a link in the description down below for the shirt. Appreciate it if you really want to pick up a shirt. There you go. All right, let's go to the next one, which is Altern says, since now Halo is made in the Unreal Engine 5, do you think we will see any assets of Halo in Fortnite? Well, Master Chief's already in Fortnite. That actually might have been better because Halo just came out. If they did some sort of event where like the Forerunner stuff was like inside the map and things like that, that probably would have been cool. But Microsoft doesn't think that far ahead, so they were just happy they got it out the door.
Right, thrown at the door.
Yeah, there's like, yeah, we did it, guys. We made a worse version of Halo Campaign Evolve.
Devolved.
We devolved it. Yeah.
Yep.
Do you think they're gonna have assets in there, Sarge?
I mean, I think they already did, but I don't think that they're going to come out with anything recent. Yeah, and especially after the Fallout, I don't think they're going to add anything on there. I think they're more excited about the whole Sonic thing, all the characters that are coming up.
Well, that's a leak type of thing, but we don't know what's happening. But we'll see what happens with the next season. Altern says, real talk, do you really see Bobby Kotick making changes in Paramount to the point it makes it profitable again?
Yeah.
Yes, and also profitable for him. And that's why it'll be profitable. Because say what you want about the man, he knows how to make money. So look at Activision since he's gone. What happened? He got out at the high point because he knows how to run a business. He knows how to run a business. He knows how to make money. So I think, I honestly do think he could turn around. I'm not going to say he's going to turn around Paramount. They're going to be the best movie studio out there. Okay, but he's not the CEO. He's on the board. I think he can direct certain things, or he's going to find a way to make the most money possible by breaking up the company and taking money from Harry Potter and taking money from DC and taking money from, all the different franchises they own. So yeah, I think he could do it. Sarge?
Yeah, without a doubt. Without a doubt. He'll go in there with a sledgehammer, take out everybody that's ridiculous, make the company money again, and he'll collect another big fat paycheck. What's he got now? He's got tens of millions at this point, right? Probably close to 100. Probably like 100 billion or 100 million, right? He's got to be.
Right. What's his?
He's got to be.
Let me see.
He's got to be.
We got Bobby Kotick.
He's probably gonna ask for the world, because if he brings him back from the brink, he's gonna own them.
Well, yeah, he's estimated net worth 600 million and $1 billion accumulated primarily through decades of high-profile exclusive compensation, large stock grants. Yeah,
Yep.
so he's almost a billionaire.
Yep.
So
yeah, this would be like a weekend project to go in there and smack everybody in the head with a sledgehammer and start the company over.
let's see what else we got here. We got.
You have to understand, corpos need corpo leadership. You know what I mean? They can't hire a normal manager. They have to find the ridiculous of the corpo managers, and that's him. Right? You're not going on Indeed to look for a corporate manager, right? You want himself. You want him. I want the guy in charge.
Yeah. Brandon Clip says, today I wore my 500th anniversary GXG shirt. Can I remember where I bought it? Can you remind me? I can. Thank you very much for doing this. I know you guys. You can pick it up right here. You can pick it up right here off our website, which is in the link in the description down below, myspreadshop.com. You got a bunch of different logos and stuff that you can pick up. You can pick up that 500th shirt right here. Get hats, long sleeve shirts, sweaters, mugs. You got plenty of stuff. And we showed them in the beginning of the stream. Very good quality. The shirts I'm wearing, they are good quality. I don't make them. I just made the t-shirt design, and Spreadshop makes the actual shirts, and they're very comfortable. So I appreciate that. Altern says, now that Spider-Man is valued at $12 billion or more gross, do you think Sony will sell it now or make another 3 movies before selling it?
They sell it.
We talked about this a couple weeks ago. I think they sell it.
They sell it
because
this is the most money you're going to get for Spider-Man right now.
Yeah, think about it. Even if the next movie comes out and makes the exact same money as this one did, okay, like Spider-Man 5 comes out and it makes exactly the same. It makes $2 billion. If they sell it for $12 billion, every 5 years they're making this movie, 4 to 5 years. They got to wait 4 to 5 more years to make an additional $2 billion. And then they got to wait another 4 to 5 years. So you're talking a decade, okay, to cash in on an additional $4 billion. Or they could sell it right now and make $12 billion because they've already made $12 billion and they could sell it for like $12 billion. So I think they sell it. I think they sell it because I don't know where they go with it.
Yeah, we already talked about this. If they sell Spider-Man, they can just the Bungie deal's a wash.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. That's how they solve the whole problem. It's a wash.
Right. The money they lost for the live service games.
They sell Spider-Man at the top, and they don't worry about all the bad choices they made over the last 8 years.
So I can see it. I'm not saying it's happening, but we talked about a couple weeks ago.
You sell
plausible.
You sell when your stock is high.
This is high.
You're gonna sell.
Right?
They're gonna sell.
Kratos says, do you think Doomsday and Secret War will carry the momentum of Brand New Day just created? Or are they witnessing a rebirth of theaters or just a dethrone? You know what's funny? AMC stock moved a little bit.
It's crawling.
Yeah, it moved a little bit. They had the most profitable in their entire 106 years they've been in business. Okay? Yet, let me tell you something. It was really nice actually going to a theater. They were out of everything. We showed up the day we had a 5 o'clock showing on day one, like actual day one, Friday. Okay. And all the soda machines were out of soda. They were out of popcorn. Okay. All the theaters were packed. Like every single one was packed for Spider-Man. They cut out the trailers. They only showed one trailer, which was Hunger Games, the new Hunger Games. Okay. And that was it. The movie started. There was no all this other hoopla, 25
because they wanted to fit another movie in.
Yeah, they cut out so many more stuff, And the guy, I said it because there was no lemonade in the actual like those fountain machines they had. So I walked over to the bar, and the manager was back there. I was like, "Hey, question for you." I was like, "You guys are out a lot of stuff." He looked at me, and goes, "I know." He's like, "We had 3,000 attendees just this afternoon." I was like, "That's great." He's like, "Yeah, but we didn't order enough stuff because we didn't think nobody was." So they under ordered because they didn't know everyone was showing up like they did.
Yeah,
right?
but you sold out of everything your concession
Oh,
had.
absolutely,
It's a good
absolutely,
day.
yeah.
It's a good day
So
for you.
I don't know if movies are coming back, but this proves something. You make movies that people want to watch, and not try to fucking, tell them why they don't like
Gaslight
movies.
me, yeah.
Right? Gaslight me
or
for stuff.
preach to me, yeah.
Movies will make money, or movie theaters will make money, and movies will make money, and people still want to go to the theater. It's proved it. They proved it. People want to go to the fucking theater for Odyssey. They want to go to the theater for Spider-Man. Make a fucking movie. Look, even weeks before with the Back Room, right? And then also, what was that? The Monkey Paw one, Obsession, right? Even with the smaller movies that were making hundreds of millions of dollars, people want to go to the theater, but that's not how they're going to read it, right? I don't think it's a flash in the pan. I don't think movies are making a comeback. Theaters are making a comeback, but if you make good stuff, people want to go to the theaters. They want to get out of the house. They want to go see stuff. What do you think, Sarge? Do you think the theaters are back, or?
I don't think Doomsday is going to set a precedent, but I think that people do want to go out to watch a movie again. Like I don't believe in the fact that 2.5 years of ridiculousness has killed the entire movie industry. I still think that people want to get the fuck out of the house. I understand that people say that they want to be home because they have all their stuff in there, but that's the older people who know things. Young people want to go out. Young people want to go see things out in the world. They don't want to stay in their house all the time. Older people do. So it works out both ways. So the younger people will go watch Spider-Man in the theater. The older people will watch it on Netflix or wherever it comes out to. It all works out. But they definitely want to go out. People want to go out and do shit.
Next question is Krebsy says, do you see Spider-Man 5 releasing July 2028 being the movie after Secret Wars? No, that's too early.
Yeah, they're gonna sell Spider-Man.
Yeah,
Sony wants money.
I don't even know if they're gonna sell, like, to say that we're not gonna see it. Even if we see, I don't think we see it. That's too early. We're in 2026. 2 years later, 2028. We know about that's too many Marvel films in 1 year, because 2028 we're getting Ghost Rider and we're getting the Secret Wars, right? This year is this, and then, or no, is Black Panther 3 coming out in 2028, and that comes out in 2027? Which one comes? I could have sworn Ghost Rider comes out in 2028. It's too many films. If anything, it gets pushed to 2029 or whatnot.
You sell when your stock is high. They're going to sell Spider-Man.
I mean, I think it's very plausible they do it.
They lost a lot of money over the years, and you can't make Spider-Man forever. Let somebody else worry about making Spider-Man.
Far From Home was 2019, and No Way Home was 2021. I just think 2028. There's two. No, there was Ghost Rider was supposed to be 2028. I thought. I could have sworn that's what they said. Let's see. Ghost Rider. Is there no date? I could have sworn they said 2028. Scheduled for release. Yeah, in 2028. Marvel Studios announced the new standalone Ghost Rider movie scheduled for releasing in 2028. Scheduled. Right? And then Black Panther is 2028 as well. So this is probably like May and then December. So I don't think it fits in there. But we'll see. I mean, it would be better, faster the better, but we'll see. Let's see. Is that the last one? When do you hear about Nintendo's price increase for Switch 2? Well, they said September 1st, didn't they? It wasn't September 1st?
So what's it supposed to be now?
$50 more.
So what's the total price now?
500 or 550? I think it's 500 because it was 450. With the bundle, it was 500. So I think it's 500 now. Yeah, that goes effective September 1st. Are you saying another increase? Is that what you're asking? Like, when do we hear the next increase? 2027. It'll go up. Like March or April is probably what they'll do. All right, let me see. Chat. Films have gotten fatigue. A remake of Jason. The Argonauts would also probably do $500 million just for the nostalgia. When I saw Spider-Man, aside from the movie, the best part of it was a little girl started crying and said that there was a parent really loud. I hate you. The audience definitely got a good laugh. No, September 1st didn't happen already. Yeah. That happens in September 1st. And then, so we're 3 weeks away. 3 weeks away from the price increase of Nintendo. All right. That will do it for Generation X Gaming, a weekly podcast that goes over a few of the top stories in the past week, and we rant along the way. Episode 499 is in the can. Next Thursday, I don't know if we're starting. I think we're starting at 8 o'clock, like normal. 8 o'clock. We might go a little over because we have a panel next week. We got Greg Owen joining in next week. We've got the Kingard joining us next week. We got Real Life Fake Wizard joining us next week as well. So we'll cover news stories and different topics next week with the boys. We do appreciate you very much. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. If you'd like to go above and beyond that, become a member. We're off for the weekend. We'll be back on Monday for a normal schedule of the Daily Grind, which is on 10 o'clock in the morning, Monday through Thursday. And then we play games in the evening, 30 and Still Gaming. We go to Fake Wizard News on Wednesday nights, and we do Shooting the Shit with Sarge after that on Wednesday nights. And then we do this podcast, episode 500 next week. Come on out and join us. Appreciate it very much. And we'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching.
Game on, guys.
Pick up a hat, a shirt, a mug. They're all there. Appreciate you.
Retro meets the now and here. Gaming tales you need to hear. Laugh and shout and sometimes sneer. Memories from all those years. Console wars and secret tips. Tips and tricks from pixel trips. News that pours from gaming sips.